We here!
Yes, sir!
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 101 of the 6ixYardBox podcast. Today, we have a very special edition where it's just our Champions League final preview. Inter Milan, PSG. We got Antoine here. We got our resident Serie A correspondent, Naps here. We got our first in-person four-man in months since
It's a long time.
December.
Maybe first since 2025.
I'm here.
First
Yeah,
of the
first of the year,
First of the
100%.
Yeah, Blake's here
100%. First four-man of the new studio.
Yeah.
Looking forward to it, boys.
Blake didn't get introduced. He's salty already.
You didn't introduce me.
We have Barcelona fan Blake here as well.
No, I'm just a Lewa fan and
Yeah.
a Travis Scott fan.
I thought we were scrapping episode numbers.
I don't know, man. I'm just gonna roll with it as long as I roll with it. We're gonna
Drew's-
see.
I was gonna say Drew didn't introduce because he's mad about me calling his takes bad, but
No. I'm just saying we have PSG representation,
right,
and we have Inter representation, kind
right.
of.
Okay, fair. I
sort
get
of.
it. I get it.
Yeah.
Generally, this season, who's had the worst takes on the pod?
Whoa.
I've had some pretty bad
Seriously.
ones, but I feel like I've like leveled out.
No, yeah, Julian has been consistent all year.
Yeah.
No?
All right, cheers, lads. Cheers, lads. Cheers, lads.
The overrated 11 really just dug the nail in the coffin.
Yeah.
I don't think it's that bad.
Okay.
I don't think it was that bad. Blake saying Saka was still better than Yamal.
Oh,
All
Blake
season.
Blake
That was
calling
bad.
Blake calling Saka underrated? That was what? That
You
was
guys
bad.
underrated him. You
That
guys
was bad.
underrated him. You guys underrated him. But anyway.
Best call of the year was this man over here.
Yes, sir.
That video has fed families.
Most viewed video on Instagram.
That's crazy,
Inter
bro.
PSG final.
That's crazy, bro.
The
Your
two
first
best teams
first
there.
pod appearance since that.
Yeah.
How'd it make
Yep.
you feel?
It was good. I think I honestly just picked the two best teams, or that I thought were the two best teams to make the final, and they did. So
The two best team,
the
bro.
two best teams.
But seeing those two
At
in
that
the
time?
finals at that time is impressive.
You know,
'Cause
honestly,
the two best teams at
That was
that
a
time
crazy
was
call,
Barcelona
yeah.
and Liverpool.
there was a lot of hate with the Liverpool. I think I said PSG was going to beat them 4-1 on aggregate, and everyone in the comments is like 4-1 is crazy. It should have been 8-1.
Yeah.
They're lucky.
The first leg
They're
alone.
lucky it went to pens.
Yeah, the first leg alone they
Should've been
PSG
5-0,
should've sealed it.
4-0.
Yeah, that's true.
But I guess that's when you made your Donnarumma take. When-
After the first leg,
yeah,
yeah,
after
it
the
was
first leg.
because it was justified.
It was one shot. It was
Yeah,
a,
it was one
it was
shot.
a
They
nice
should've
shot.
saved. It was a flappy hand.
It was
a flappy hand,
but
bro.
no, that they locked in. He locked in.
Yeah.
Inter's the best defensive team in the world, and they're gonna lock you guys up.
Fallacies in that.
They're gonna
defense.
lock
It's
you
okay. We'll
guys
get
up.
into it.
You haven't been on since Malta got sacked.
Yeah.
How you feeling around Juventus and all that?
Team's in shambles. Team is in shambles. Locatelli's our captain. That's the first problem. That is the first problem. We have there's like nothing like to look forward to next year at all. Literally nothing at all.
No, Cananioti.
No, maybe Turam.
Yeah.
I like him. He's our best player, I think. And yeah, defense
What?
garbage.
What's his name? Bremer's gonna be back.
Off an ACL
Forgot
tear.
about Bremer, dude.
And
Yeah.
trust
fun.
me,
Yeah,
coming
true,
off an
that's always
ACL tear
hard.
is not fun, bro. That hurts.
Yeah.
That
Speaking from
hurts.
experience.
Speaking from experience, that hurts. So off an ACL tear. I don't know. We got to lock in next year.
And you're in
but
Club World Cup, right?
We are in Club World Cup.
Shit.
Okay.
How we feeling? for that?
Something to like look forward to, I guess, and Champions League next year. That we're not even gonna qualify to that qualification games or whatever that is.
What
The
do you mean?
first round. We're not gonna make it top 24. Is it
Oh, next year?
in the Champions League?
You don't think so?
Mm.
No shot.
Really?
No shot.
Damn.
No shot.
Do you know who you're playing against in the Club World Cup?
Nah, I don't even know.
No, yeah.
I'll look it up.
I
I
don't
think
even
we're playing
know.
like
Keep
Atletico
yapping.
Madrid and two Brazilian teams.
Because
Okay,
how many clubs?
Atleti,
how many clubs
Juve?
are in?
That's like
the
a
Club
good
World
little
Cup?
I'm
game.
not sure. I don't even know how many groups are in.
Might be a lot.
Hold on.
Couldn't even tell
Is
you how it
Arsenal?
works.
Arsenal's in it?
No.
No.
Your
No?
first game's against Al Ain.
Oof.
That's
Yeah.
why I don't
Tough
understand.
game, that.
I also
Lost.
don't understand how the qualification worked for that.
I think it's.
I
like
didn't
the-
either.
It was basically an invitational,
Barca-
but it's like last couple of Champions League winners.
Barca's not in it,
Um,
right?
Barca's not in it. No, couple of league winners.
So
Like it
sad.
just didn't make sense.
Yeah,
I
how
like
did
watching
Juve get in
Barca.
there? I don't even know.
That's what I mean. I don't understand.
It was
I
like coefficient something, basically an invitation.
They probably paid their
Yeah.
way. Juve probably paid their way through to
maybe.
make it.
You play Al Ain, Wydad Casablanca,
It's a Moroccan
and Man
team.
City.
Man City again. You guys bummed them 2-0 in the.
Yep.
In the
That
group
was
stage
lucky.
thing.
Oh, true. I forgot about that. Yeah.
That was lucky.
Was it
bro.
McKennie Bicey?
Oh
Like
my
scissor
god,
kick.
yeah.
Scissor kick, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was luck though. We ain't beating them again.
Okay.
No hope.
Congrats on making Champions League,
And
brother.
Vlahovic is back to our number one striker
Mhm.
under Tudor, so that's very exciting to watch that trash can play.
So happy. I'm so happy Arsenal stayed away from that.
You
Yeah.
yeah, you should be.
Yeah.
That guy is useless. He
I
has-
remember that window. You're in for him and you're in for Isaac.
We got neither.
Nah.
You know what's crazy? Not to make it about Arsenal
Right.
always, but I did see a quote. I think it might have just been AFTV, so it's probably wrong. But they usually have some sort of like semi-credible source saying that Kai Havertz will still be the number 1 striker even if we bring in a 9.
That's crazy.
I was like, what? Obviously, it's just some random.
I saw
outlet
Jamie
thing.
Carragher predicting that.
Oh,
His
I've
prediction
seen that,
was-
Maybe it was that then.
His prediction was Arsenal spend big money on a striker, but like halfway through the year, they decide, you know what? We're actually better with Havertz up top.
Yeah.
no.
Bold take
That's
from Jamie.
crazy. That's
I don't know,
Bro,
man.
how do you like? I actually
Like you're just saying it to say it at that point.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Like,
Like
I think Gyökeres can probably go into any team right now. Any team, even PSG, even Inter, and be the best attacking number 9 option for that team. Like I think he's
course.
besides Holland, he's the best, like one of the best strikers. in
any
the
team
world.
except like Real Madrid,
Newcastle.
maybe.
Yeah,
You've been
Real
watching,
Madrid and City.
You've been watching the comps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You think he's gonna be better than
How many
Isak?
headers you been seeing in those comps?
Shut up. I told you
And
we don't
pens,
need it
and
to score
pens.
headers, bro. We
Pens and
haven't
headers. Yeah.
like
13 pens, I think.
what
This year.
what is my favorite thing to say? It's like game breakability or like star power, and that's why PSG, I guess I feel like will win the Champions League this year is that they just have more star power. They have more game breakability than Inter
Mhm.
does. So while Inter can have this low defensive block, so I guess we'll get into the peer review a little bit. Well, they have this low defensive block that obviously didn't work against Barca. Why? Because they got broken down, but by specific players outworking that defensive block and the defensive prowess of Inter.
Facts.
And that's what PSG have in their squad. Dembele is scary to go up against. Kvaratskhelia is scary to go up against. And those two on either side is a recipe for an Inter defense to get out of whack, and then chances are created. I don't know. That's why I think you guys are going to win it. I don't want you
It's
to
fair.
because you're annoying me now, but as a person, I want PSG to win it for you.
Is
But
Dembele playing striker?
Yeah, the false 9. That's how
right,
it's been
fair.
going this
You're right.
season.
You're right.
Just for me, the biggest place where we can capitalize is going to be on the wings, because that 3-5-2 that 5-3-2 that interplay, it leaves so much space on the sides, and we saw that against Barcelona.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Lamine Yamal just absolutely tore them to
Yeah,
pieces.
if you get past the left mid or left wing back, whatever.
Exactly. The way that Inter
Sorry.
played, there's so much space on the wings that I think Kvaratskhelia and Bakula can exploit so well, because they're so good at taking their man on, and we're so good playing around the area there. Just if it doesn't work, just passing it back and trying to find an option towards the end. I think that's where the damage is going to be done. I wouldn't be
Mm.
surprised if we see Kvaratskhelia doing bits against Inter,
Really?
almost as close as what Yamal
There's
did.
one problem.
What's the one problem?
Bastoni.
Okay, bro.
That guy is the best defender I've watched since, or like best Italian defender since Chiellini by far. He's got to be top 5 in the world.
Probably.
Easy.
He has to be. Bro,
Yeah,
he's like
probably.
he's kind of like a, I don't know how to call this, but he's like at times he's a striker, he's a midfielder, he's a center back. He
Mhm.
actually plays every position.
He's very versatile.
Yeah, he's the best.
Very.
I love watching him play. And then Barella scoring a brace. I hope you know.
Barella's game against Barcelona,
Banger.
let's remember, it wasn't great. His
Wasn't-
second leg, it wasn't
Bro,
good at
no,
all.
the second leg wasn't bad. He
No,
wanted
no.
to score. Had a couple nice volleys.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Bro,
it.
he's
man.
gonna bang one outside the box volley, bottom left. Actually, I don't know. Donnarumma's good too. That's a problem. I like Donna. I don't want to see him
This is just the moment where Naps just glazes all the Italian players.
probably. But yeah, God bless Acerbi for that goal. I actually thought it was over when Rafinha scored. I thought it was over.
So you're actively cheering for Inter at that moment,
yeah,
As a Juve
100%.
fan, by the way.
as a
That's
Juve
kinda
fan.
100%.
Well, that's
I
also
find that weird.
that's also kind of my issue with Inter, bro. Is their attack. Like, you shouldn't have to rely on a 90th minute Acerbi goal to win against Barca, because that's not going to happen every game. It's not going to happen every big moment. Like, with Barca, Rafinha scored in the 87th minute to give them the lead or whatever, and that's an expected player to score for them. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
You want to rely on your depth players to do the job,
Mhm.
but at the end of the day, in the Champions League final, in the biggest moments, that's why the best teams win trophies, is because their biggest players show up. And not that Inter can't do that, and I could eat my words, and Acerbi might score a fucking winner.
No, but
It's easier to rely on your best players than your depth players to score big goals.
Facts.
it was crazy. Was it Dumfries that
Mhm.
made that pass? Yeah, Dumfries and Acerbi on a 2-on-2 basically.
Yeah.
How is that even possible?
Yeah.
I don't even know how that's possible.
There's gonna be interesting battles in that game. I mean, the midfield battle specifically,
Yeah.
it's gonna be great. I mean, you
Yeah.
have that entire Inter midfield with Çalhanoğlu, Mkhitaryan, who are
Mhm.
aging but are still very good.
Underrated Çalhanoğlu.
He is definitely underrated.
Yes,
He
is he? Yes.
He is definitely underrated.
Yes.
100% underrated. He's so nasty. He has like we were talking about, like Isco. He has like that old head tech, bro. He's so techy for an old head, and he's great. I love him. I love
But all
watching
of
him
them,
play.
and then obviously PSG's midfield with Vitinha, João Neves, and Fabian Ruiz. That's gonna be
Yes.
whoever wins that midfield battle is probably gonna win the game. Let's
Probably.
be honest.
Yeah, probably.
Probably.
Oh,
I see PSG being on the front foot for most of the game.
Me too, and that's why I find it really hard to picture an Inter Milan goal that isn't coming off the break or
Yeah.
in
it's
transition.
100%
Yeah.
a counterattack.
Yeah.
They're not scoring a maybe a corner.
Yeah, or a set piece.
True.
Yeah.
Or a set piece.
But they're so dangerous off set pieces and counters, and I've
Yeah.
seen a lot of goals scored against you.
stony
on-
header.
that's
especially
been our
in
biggest weakness
transition.
last season. We kind of fixed up this season, but towards the beginning of the season, I remember against Arsenal, we conceded 2 set pieces.
Yep.
Yeah.
So there's still kind of that problem there in set pieces, even
Yeah.
though we've improved a little bit on that. But the fact that Inter is so good at that with the dead ball specialists like Çalhanoğlu, as we said,
Mhm.
that could be a real problem. That could be an outlet of success for Inter for sure.
You know what I don't
Yeah.
want? A pen to decide the final.
Yeah.
No
I was thinking about
penalty.
that the other- I
Either team. Well, I guess for you wouldn't be that.
I wouldn't mind,
Yeah,
obviously.
but
But I mean, no one really wants to see a pen in the final.
no pen.
Yeah.
No soft calls.
No bad VAR.
No
calls.
bad VAR. Nothing. None of that.
World Cup final. Di Maria dive. Remember that?
You think so?
It's in the back of my mind.
Oh my god.
Hey, 2018 I thought was worse. I hated those. I hated because VAR was new.
Didn't
No.
they win 4-1?
I know, but I'm talking about like the first half and shit. Like, remember that was the first ever time we had VAR in a major football tournament. It was the World Cup 2018,
Mm.
and I remember when you had was it the penalty for either
first-
1-0 or
The
2-1.
first goal was a penalty.
And
I was
Griezmann, right?
like, if VAR
Or-
decides
no,
a World Cup final,
The
I'm
second
heated.
goal was a
It was
penalty.
Mbappe first, right?
It was Griezmann off a set piece that kind of
was
deflects
Griezmann.
off.
Yep.
It was
Mandzukic
was it
own
an
goal
own
pretty
goal?
much,
Yeah.
yeah.
And
Oh,
then
yeah.
and then the second
And then it
goal
was the Griezmann
yeah.
pen with the L dance off a VAR decision.
Yeah,
I was
L
like,
dance in the
we
Champions
can't.
League.
I was
Yeah,
like, we,
Shout out
World Cup
Griezmann, bro.
Crazy.
it's like we can't have a World Cup decided this way. But you guys iced it anyways.
See, like I've seen my national team win a World Cup. Now it's time to see my club win a World
No,
win
A
a Champions League.
Champions League.
It's gonna
What
be
if
tough.
what if it means? What does it mean if PSG win the Champions League finally?
I mean, this group of players have the chance to do something that so many have tried to do before them. So many club legends in PSG.
Yes.
I'm thinking of Verratti, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Blaise Matuidi. So many club legends have tried to do the thing to win the Champions League, and we've fallen short so much. Even in the Mbappe, Neymar, Messi days, we tried, we got close. Mbappe and Neymar got to the Champions League final in 2020. We got close, but we couldn't. We didn't do it at the end of the day.
Yes.
This group of people, this group of players, are playing the best football that I've ever seen while watching this club. Undoubtedly, better than the Unai Emery days, better than
100%.
any other manager that's managed us under Luis Enrique. This has been the best football we've played. So to play this coherent football, this much good football, and not win it, it would break my heart. I think it would truly break my heart
Mm.
Oh yeah, it would be awful if you guys didn't win it.
because seeing
From your
how
perspective.
we've kind of came back from our poor start to the season, I don't think any other team in the world has showed this type of resilience this season. I like Inter's story this season. I really do. I thought Barcelona had a great story as well, being consistent throughout the entire season. But the way that PSG really started their campaign, it was awful. I remember we were lucky to win against Girona off of a bad mistake from the goalkeeper. Then we draw to PSV, we lose to Arsenal. I mean, everything pointed towards us exiting the competition in the group stages. Seriously, we were
Yeah.
45
Yeah.
minutes away from exiting the competition against
Yeah.
Manchester City. Let's not forget that. At halftime, it's 2-0, and if we lose that game, we're eliminated. But the way that from that second half against Manchester City, those players flipped a switch and just turned up and played like the best team in the world because they have, it's incredible. And I think you need to solidify that with the trophy to make history for the club, to make history for the city, and to make history for French football, let's be honest, because there hasn't been a Champions League win since 1993.
It's crazy.
Damn.
Which
Couldn't-
was
Marseille.
Marseille.
Conversely, if you don't win it this year, I would be very optimistic for your future
Of course.
with the players that you have.
Of course.
Passion.
Yeah.
But obviously, it would still be such a heartbreak. I mean, we're
Obviously.
so close to it while playing such
Obviously.
good football.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would kill me.
I mean, then on the Inter side, though, I mean, Naps, you can take it away. But I feel like I said this earlier. This is now or never for them.
It's more do or die. Yeah. I mean, like until they buy like another, 35-year-old next season, and he just turns into the world's
Sure.
best player. Like you never know with
Literally,
Inter.
that's all they do.
They
That's-
signed,
well, that's
they
all
signed
they
a
do.
Marseille player, actually.
They
Luis
sign,
Enrique.
they
Oh
buy.
yeah, he could cook next
Yeah,
year. Like
he's
you
back.
never
His
know.
name is Luis Enrique.
His name is Luis. There's 3 Luis Enriquez in Liga. The manager and 2 players.
Wow.
Just
Yeah.
glaze.
No,
bro.
Inter buys older players that are kind of like, I guess, past their prime, and they hit a new prime all the time,
Yeah.
no matter what. I don't know what it is. It might be, I don't know, something in the air in Italy or something, but
It's the system,
Yeah.
dude.
it
It's the
is a
system.
system probably. But yeah, the system they play it's honestly, it might not be the most entertaining football to watch, but they are so good structure wise that they have the best counter attack
For sure.
right
100%.
now
100%.
in the world, and that's why they beat Barca.
I mean, yeah, I don't think any other team in the world can do what Inter did against Barca
No.
over 2 legs.
No,
No shot.
Like, let's
'Cause
be honest.
because it's belief in yourself too. Like
Dumfries cooked
that,
man.
and yeah, Dumfries, the wingbacks besides DeMarco getting cooked by
I mean,
Lamine that one time, like they're actually decent for the rest of the tie. But it's belief in yourself. When you play that system, that defensive system, you have to believe that
Yeah,
you're not going to get
yeah.
scored on, right? Even though if you concede 3, you're like, we're still going to stick with it. We're not
Yeah.
getting scored on again,
Yeah.
and that's really
that's
fucking hard to
really
do.
hard to do.
It's the mental.
Like the stoicism mentality that those
Yes.
players have.
It's
Exactly.
fucking hard. You have to like have so much trust in yourself and your teammates and your goalkeeper and your manager that what you're doing is gonna work, and it's gotten them this far. So obviously they're gonna keep doing that against PSG.
But
But
also got them to the final
100%.
2 years ago as well.
true.
Yeah,
Got
we're
them
not even
there,
talking
and
about
they
that
should have
enough.
won that game. I don't
Yeah,
know
they
if you
should-
guys,
I
they
mean,
should have
Yeah,
won
they
that
should've.
game.
We'll get into
Oh.
the. We'll get into the.
Yeah, that was
Imagine Onana Champions League winner.
bro. He deserved it. He was so good that season. But again, when you have the best defensive team in front of you, you could look that good, and then you go to a team. I'm not trying to disrespect you.
No,
but
you can.
you go to a team like Manchester United from Inter.
Yeah.
All your confidence is gone.
Yeah.
You don't have that structure and those defenders in front of them.
no, go ahead.
Yeah,
I'll, take,
keep
I'll
going.
take some United slander. I'll take.
No, that's all I have to say about United. I don't want to hate here, but yeah, no. Inter, they're gonna make it tough. They're gonna score one counter goal, one counter attack goal
Yeah.
for sure.
I hope they do. I hope it's not a boring.
The hope for Inter is that similarly to both Barca legs, you score 1 or 2 early in the first 20 or 30 minutes, and then you stay solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the game plan. If you should be fine with PSG having like 60% of the ball,
Oh,
but
yeah.
if you can just keep solid, take your chances as they come to you, that's the game plan.
I also-
Conversely, for PSG, if they do that, you're gonna need a player to come up with some individualism, like Yamal did. You're gonna need like a Kvara, top curler. You're gonna need Doué to go off or something. Like your system and your intricate passes are so good, but there will be moments where you need to have like one guy stepping up.
There's been a lot of moments in the season where we've played against low blocks, and
Yeah.
compared to other seasons, I think this season we've kind of dealt
Yeah.
with them a little bit better.
Yeah.
I remember we played against Arsenal in October. It was a low block. We weren't able to beat it, but ever since then,
Yeah.
we've actually beaten low blocks. When City were 2-0 up against us, they were kind of sitting in their low block, and we beat that.
Yeah.
That's true.
When Girona, I mean, I thought it was a difficult win, but they were
Yeah.
playing in a low block, and we had trouble breaking it through. But at the end of the day, we did. So we've kind of improved in that aspect of our game.
Yeah.
But I'm still a little bit iffy about playing against a low block,
Varda
especially if
Shelley?
Because
it's
there's no low block like this low block.
especially if Inter
Yeah,
scored
that's
first.
true.
Yes.
Kvaratskhelia is gonna have the game of his life. The
I-
game of
I
his
can
life.
see
I
that,
think he's
man.
truly gonna have a
Hey,
good
you
game
had
as well.
you had Barklow go crazy in the Coupe
In
de
the Coupe de
France
France
final.
Yeah, I think he should start as well.
You think he
over
should
Doué.
start?
Yeah,
Over
because
Doué?
I'm thinking
Okay.
if he
Wow.
doesn't start, he's gonna come on in the 60th minute, and the same thing for Doué, right? In my head, who will impact the game more as a sub, and who has impacted the game more as a sub this season? It's probably Doué. I've
Yeah.
preferred when
Mm.
Doué comes on as a sub in the Champions League over Barcola coming on as a sub in the Champions League, and I think Barcola can do some real damage on that right side against DeMarco, who kind of got cooked by Lamine Yamal. I'm not saying Doué or Barcola and Lamine Yamal are on the same wavelengths in terms of skill, but I still think that Barcola can do a dirty job there.
No, it's gonna be close. I think
And then do it to come on when the legs are tired with a little,
Yep.
with his trickery. I think he can impact the game more if he comes
that's a
on than
good
if he
sub.
starts.
That's a good sub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you know
If
what?
Inter do lose this Champions League final though, they go trophyless this season. Would you consider that a
I
failed
don't think it's a
season?
bad season at all.
No.
Not at all.
Stop.
No-
Stop. Don't
no,
say
not
anything
at
but
all.
no.
But you
No,
have to
no,
you
no,
have
no,
to
no.
you have
Because
to put it. You
it's
have to
gonna-
ask the question.
3 or 4 weeks ago, they were on for a treble.
Yeah.
And if you told an Inter fan that you're not going to win any trophies at that moment, then you would be disappointed. You would. You can't just like at some point you can't just come close. It's different when you're in a project and you're slowly building and you have the future prospects of okay, next year we buy this piece and this piece and this piece, then will be our time. But for Inter, this is their time. This is their window to win. Like
That's
which is
fair.
different from other teams.
That's fair.
And
That's
when
true.
when trophies are on the table, you have to win it, no matter
You have to
the
capitalize
situation you're
at
in.
least on one.
And they
one
were
of
on for three.
Yeah.
They're on for three of those.
You have to capitalize
Thank you, Anto.
at least on one
Yes.
because, at the end of the day, I think they made the most money out of any European club this year.
Mhm.
I think they have I think they didn't spend as much as like other top clubs, and they're gonna make as much as anyone. Especially if they win, they'll make the most. And they came second in the Serie A, so that's a lot too. So
Yep.
you know what? At the
They
end
got
of the
that Club
day,
World Cup money coming too.
it might be a little disappointing not win a trophy, but I think they can't be upset at the season they had. Their
Mhm.
fans, especially the matches they put on for them.
Of course.
You can't
But
be
you're
upset.
you almost feel like you're so far because you're so close.
Yeah, exactly.
It's just the hope that kills you.
Exactly.
Right? That's
Yeah.
why it's disappointing.
It is. I think if I'm an Inter fan and they lose on Saturday, I'm
devastated.
I'm
in
not
shambles.
content with the season. At the end of the day, if you're a team like Inter, you have that caliber of manager. You play a great style of football. You dominate throughout the entirety of the season. You should be winning trophies. You should be winning the Serie A.
Yeah.
You should be winning Coppa Italia. You should be winning Supercoppa Italia. Who did they lose to Milan in the final? Was it or
And,
something like that?
Yeah, Milan.
Like
Yeah.
even if it's just a
Semis,
small trophy, I know we say on this podcast a lot, especially Blake says that the FA Cups don't really matter and the League Cups don't really matter if you're a really big club. But at the end of the day, if you're an Inter Milan, you need to win trophies. You do. So I'd feel a little bit
guess.
hard done by if I'm an Inter fan and they don't win on Saturday.
You come into the season with expectations of big trophies.
Mhm.
You were in the Champions League final 2 years ago. You lost. You said, okay, let's pick ourselves back up. We'll be in this situation. But when we are back in this situation, we got to take it. And now you are.
They should have won the league this year, though.
And
they
they
were
should have won the
They
league
were
as
by
well.
far the favorite heading into the season, and even
Yes.
halfway through the season.
Yes.
And then Napoli out of nowhere.
And,
Yeah.
and they lost the league to a team that came
Scott McTominay.
10th last year. I
Yeah.
know Conte did his magic. I know there's some Scottish magic going on. But
Scottish
still.
magic. Lukaku.
He'll never admit it. Some Scottish magic.
I know. He never
Some
admitted it.
Scottish magic.
McTominay was fantastic this year.
Thank you. Wow.
That hurt him.
But overrated?
With Lukaku.
Yeah, true.
I don't know how. Lukaku, I think, had like 9 assists.
Yeah, Lukaku is completely
Put up
transformed his game
numbers.
under Conte.
We're gonna look back on his career
Mhm.
in 15 years, be like, we didn't appreciate him as
Great
much as we
club
should.
striker.
Yeah.
Not on the international
Not at
stage,
all.
let's be honest.
But like, have you ever heard of like the Hall of Very Good? Like it's like an American sports thing.
the Hall of
Like the
Very
Hall
Good,
of Fame is a very American sport.
Oh, yes.
North American.
yes.
The Hall of Very Good is like,
just under.
yeah, he's like above that, but below Hall of Fame.
Okay.
You know what I mean? He might even sneak in, but him as a striker, like everywhere he went, he scored. He scored at Everton. He scored at West
Or for
Brom. He
Chelsea.
kind of scored at United too.
He scored a lot for United, to
Yeah.
be fair, but just wasn't enough.
And then when he went away from England, he did the same thing. So
Even better, yeah.
Inter. He was nasty.
He was
on
nasty
Inter.
at Inter, yeah.
Very,
Under
very good.
Conte.
Yeah.
Very good. But now they have, you know who I think's underrated or underappreciated? Lautaro Martinez.
Yeah, totally.
100%.
100%.
100%.
He's
Yeah.
so underappreciated. I have a lot of other friends that are Prem fans too, or like other leagues, and they all think he is horrible.
Because of the World Cup final.
They all think he is terrible and like
yeah,
an overrated
that
striker.
makes sense.
Or the World Cup in general, I'd say.
I guess.
Yeah.
Bro, if you had told me,
Skewed our brains, man. The World Cup skewed our brains.
Well,
it makes me
like,
so mad.
It's like that argument last pod you
Yeah.
made about Emi Martinez.
yeah,
The general football fan will tune into a World Cup final, and that's pretty much it.
That's true.
Like they'll tune into
Yep.
the biggest games. Or,
Copa
like,
America.
the casual football fan,
yeah.
Yeah.
right? But Copa America last year, he did amazing.
True.
He was
he
in
was good.
Ballon d'Or. He was
True.
in the Ballon d'Or race. Would he finish
True.
top 5 or something like that?
Yeah, he finished top 5. He could be in it again this year.
But if you strictly just watch the World Cup final, you in your head you already have that thought that he's a bad player.
Yeah.
He's not. He's
Yeah.
not.
He's so good.
He's probably one of Inter's most useful players.
He's,
I really like Thuram this season though.
He-
I really like what he's been doing.
he was on par with Lautaro this season.
Oh, for sure. Maybe even better.
Maybe even better.
Maybe even
But
better.
Lautaro scores when they need him to score. He always finishes when they need
That
him
is
to.
true.
Hasn't Mbappe finished top 5 in Ballon d'Or?
Yeah.
When?
Before?
Oh yeah,
For
okay.
sure.
We definitely have.
I was just about to say, like, if you told me after the World Cup final that Lautaro Martinez was going to get closer to the Ballon d'Or than Kylian Mbappe after that game, I would have called you crazy.
He might have
But
been
we could
third.
be in a situation that actually happens,
Yeah,
which is crazy.
He might have been third.
probably. Probably
He
third.
might
I
have been
think
top 3.
If he wins Ballon d'Or, I'm playing some revisionist history about Messi's teammates. Oh,
Yeah.
he had a Ballon d'Or winner on his team. How could you say he carried?
That's crazy.
Oh my
Don't
god.
I'm
God.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Messi had a lot of Ballon d'Or winners on
You
his
know who
team.
I haven't talked about in
Who?
this game? The keepers, man.
Yeah.
They're gonna be massive in this game. Donna on one side, Sommer on the other.
Am I crazy to say that the Summer hype is a little? He's a great keeper, and I don't want to bite my words.
It's deserved.
I don't want to get stabbed in the back by my words. But let's relax. Like he had a decent
Oh, he's-
campaign and one great
Yeah,
great semifinal, two good semifinal legs against Barcelona.
Yeah.
But I mean, some people are comparing him to Prime Neuer here.
No.
I mean,
way.
I haven't seen that.
No
He's
way.
due
Some
for-
people are saying
due
he's
for
been the
master
best.
class now.
Some people are saying he's been the best goalkeeper in the Champions League this season.
No shot.
Which is not true.
No shot.
It's Donna.
It's Donnarumma.
100%.
But I think it's close.
Best
I mean, you
keeper in the
concede 6
world.
goals over 2 legs.
How
Kind of
good were
hard
you?
to say you played that well.
Yeah.
I mean, that well over a whole Champions League campaign, I guess. But he's definitely been one of the best for sure.
He hasn't been even the best keeper in Serie A this year.
Yeah.
It's Villar,
Yeah.
like you were saying.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Villar was the best keeper, but again, he has the best defense in front of him,
That's
so it makes his job way easier. Like Onana when he was at Inter, makes their job way easier, and I think he's done enough to help them win, especially in that second leg. He did more. He did it more.
Do you think,
than
do you think
enough to help
Onana
them
Onana's got glorified because he played for Inter?
100%,
Mm.
100%.
Have you heard my Onana song, by the way?
You have an Onana song?
I won't play it.
No,
but-
not today.
no.
Please. Shout out Asian All Stars, man. Anyways,
I was gonna say, just before you go, like, is it crazy that I smell a goalkeeping mistake in this?
Yeah,
final?
no, it's not crazy.
Like from
I
either
wouldn't
one
be
of them. I don't
surprised
know
if
who.
after I wouldn't be surprised if after this
Donnarumma.
incredible campaign from the second leg of the round 16 onwards,
Yeah.
Donnarumma pulls out a stinker.
Yeah, I can just see one.
And I'm coming into and I'm in
No
pod
way.
and I'm just
Yeah.
I'm ripping
or
it,
like
bro.
a 50-50 where something just doesn't go the way of
yeah.
who we want.
like a Lloris in the World Cup final type moment.
Yeah,
Forgot about
yeah.
Forgot about that. Yeah.
Who he was injured, by the way.
Lloris was injured that?
Was he not?
I don't think
No,
so.
you're thinking about the
Shit.
2016 Euros.
Oh yeah,
Got injured on the Guerrero free kick. And
Yeah,
couldn't
he
get down
was
for the Adair
injured.
shot.
Yeah, he was
yeah,
injured.
yeah.
He was injured.
Did you know Portugal won that game actually?
They did. Good
Yeah.
for you, man.
Yeah,
Good for
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Good for you.
That's pretty much all they won.
It is factually all we won. Yes.
You guys don't have a World Cup?
Nations League.
Nations League and
What?
Euros. And Euros. Don't forget.
Hey, we got Nations
Not
League
even
coming up.
Eusebio?
soon.
Yeah, two Nations
Eusebio
League
back
soon.
in the day didn't even carry you guys to the World
We are
Cup?
not doing Nations League talk.
No,
we
we
are
are.
not doing Nations League.
I don't know why you're so against it.
Why? Why the fuck are we talking about that shitty ass fucking tournament? Who cares? What does
Was
it do for you?
Was it a shitty round of games last time around or in March?
I couldn't tell you.
Every single game went to extra time. I remember.
And
Portugal beat Denmark in extra time.
Hoyland
France beat
scored.
Croatia in
Remember that?
penalties.
guys, who
I
cares?
think we were the only team that didn't go to
Did,
extra
are you guys
time.
through?
No, I think we lost to Germany, right?
Oh yeah.
We had a great second half of the second
you
leg.
see, like people watch this.
Great second half of the
No,
second
I get
leg,
it though.
but
It's tough to pay. Like if you don't have a country you're rooting for, it's
Ah,
tough to
like,
pay
come on.
attention when the
Yeah,
games are
Poland's not reaching
happening
that
4
soon.
months apart.
But I thought you were 1/16 French, so I guess you kind of have that affinity.
Fuck off.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because my Babchi, shout out,
Yeah.
peace, but
Uh-huh.
she was born in France.
Okay,
So I think by like FIFA rules, I'm allowed to
to play.
Yeah.
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 So I'm essentially Lloris.
it's
Okay.
fair.
He was the only him and Lamella, only two Tottenham players
Yeah,
over
you,
like
you mentioned that a lot.
yeah.
The only Tottenham players you like.
Yeah.
I think we have
Lamella.
Gold Cup coming up as well for Canada.
Yeah, I'll watch that. No, it's not Gold Cup. It's like the Canadian.
The Canadian.
CONCACAF
It's like
CONCACAF
it's a
stuff?
no. That in itself is a
CONCACAF Nations League.
No, it's like its own
Cool.
random fucking glorified friendlies. Like I think Nigeria's in it. I think like look it up. It's like the Canadian Canadian Shield or something.
Is that your national team, Blake?
What?
Canada
Yeah.
It's
Oh, and Poland.
it's CONCACAF Gold
and
Cup.
Poland?
It's Gold Cup.
So, but that's not the big one and Poland, yes. The Gold Cup, remember the Gold Cup? We can't even bring our full 11. We can only bring like under 23s or something.
No, it's like the Olympics.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
different this year because of Nations League. I don't even know.
No,
dude.
it's the Canadian Shield. Hold on.
There are two friendlies we're playing against Ukraine and
Oh,
Ivory
I don't watch
Coast.
none of this.
Yeah. Wait, go into those.
It just says friendly on FOTMOB.
But that's
all
like
I
the
see.
Canadian Shield tournament thing.
Okay, Canada. tournament. Somebody keep yapping.
And you're telling me that we shouldn't talk about Nations League, but you guys are talking about
Yeah,
Canadian
hold on.
World Cup.
Yeah, no, tell us Canadian Championship. That's
No,
what
like,
that is.
no. The
Are you
Canadian Shield is an upcoming invitational international men's soccer tournament that will be held in Toronto. It will be contested by Canada, Ukraine, the Ivory Coast, and New Zealand.
What?
And the tournament will take
What a
place from
tournament.
June 7th to 10th.
What attorney?
Wow.
Wow.
So that's what I have to deal with. Poland sucks. They're fucking on the L's. They're not going to get anywhere anytime soon. My boy.
Oh my God, is Ahmad gonna play against Canada?
Shout out New Jersey's plug.
I'm not saying Canada.
But
then.
Is Ahmad gonna play?
they suck, probably.
Oh,
They suck.
Might.
And then
I might have to pull out.
pull out.
Pull out.
You probably should be doing that. So yeah, it's tough for Blake on the international front. to be
Okay.
honest.
Not bad. Poland has some decent players.
No.
Zalewski?
No,
Yeah,
they suck.
Zalewski.
Dude.
Zalewski?
Poland sucks. We haven't had a consistent manager in the last
That's
like
true.
4 years.
That's true.
The system's never worked, and then the players are just old. They're all old. You want to talk about no one exciting? Like,
Chesney.
yeah, my boy, he's come back. Eh?
Actually, there's no way, bro.
Yeah.
No, he's signing
signing a
another
new-
contract
yeah.
with Barca.
What?
Here we
Yeah.
go.
That's crazy.
Confirmed. But
Hey, quick
he's
little,
not gonna play much, I don't think.
quick little fuck TFC while we're on the topic.
Yeah, it's funny because this pod like kind of started out as a thing that we were supposed to, talk about TFC.
I remember that.
the Canadian.
thing, yeah.
Yeah.
That was our pitch.
So they were up 1-0, which is like kind of crazy because they're never up 1-0. And then they gave up 2 goals in 10 minutes in the 86th and like 90th minute. And yeah, the club is in
pouring
shambles.
rain for all the fans that pulled up in the pouring rain. I was supposed to go, but
I was
I
also
said-
supposed to
I
go.
said, fuck that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's wraps for them, man.
Anyways,
Inter PSG combined 11?
let's do that real quick. Because
You're not gonna like what I have to say
first,
about this.
first
but
question, what's our formation?
That's
For
a great-
combined 11s, you just have to do 4-3-3.
I think
4-3-3?
And you have to do 4-3-3, but you have to consider like the fullback / wingbacks as like what they are.
Okay.
And Dembele is getting considered as a winger.
No, he's not.
Yes, he
Donnarumma is in net.
Donnarumma is
Agree on that?
100%.
Okay,
Seventh
right back,
anyone?
Right back is Hakimi.
Yeah.
right back's Hakimi.
Yeah.
Center backs of like
Dumfries was so good. He was so good against Barcelona, but he's not better than
Thank
Hakimi.
you.
Yeah.
Skill-wise.
All right.
Hakimi's been the best right back in the world.
all right,
so
no
far.
delusion here. I
in the
like
world.
it.
Yeah.
All right, Bastoni is one of the center
Bastoni
backs.
Bastoni
Pacho.
And probably
Bastoni
Pacho.
Bastoni Pacho.
No arguments for a Cherby
No.
in there. Okay. Left back.
Nuno Mendes.
Low key,
Yeah, put it DiMarco that got cooked by Lamine Yamal, please.
bro, it
Do
was
Nuno-
one
Nuno
play.
Mendes.
Again, he got
No.
cooked by Sacks.
No.
Yeah, yes, sir. Yes,
He also-
sir.
he
Yes,
also-
he
he
did.
also-
And Loki got cooked by Rashford too.
Nuno
Yeah,
Mendes
he did,
won.
Loki.
He played on the other wing,
He
first
played on
of
the
all.
other- he played on the
And
other way.
second
But
of
we'll
all,
play on the
he
right
also-
sometimes.
He also
Play
shut
on
up
the right
Salah, who at
sometimes.
the time
Yeah.
he also shut up Salah, who at the time was the best player in the world.
That is true.
Thank you.
If
Nuno Mendes would have had a tough
Dan Burn
time
shut up Salah. Like I mean,
marking
Yeah,
Yamal.
facts.
Also, it would have been.
Of course, it's Lamine Yamal. But
I-
but from this season, I'm sorry, Nuno Mendes has been the best
I can
probably
get
the best
behind
left
that.
back in
I
the
can
world.
get
oh
behind
my
that.
god,
I
best left
think-
back in the world.
Well, who else, Blake? Tell me. Miles Lewis Kelly?
Low key, maybe.
Heading
Shut the
in,
fuck up.
heading
Low
into
key,
the
maybe.
season.
Now you're going too
Low-key,
far.
maybe.
Heading into the
No,
season,
it's-
DiMarco was the most valuable
am I-
left
It's
back
him
in
and
the world.
Balde.
I think
How am I meant
Balde
to?
But
maybe.
DiMarco
Balde.
overall,
Balde
overall,
probably had the best.
DiMarco as a body of work, you have to consider it.
who can you imagine having a bigger impact, at least offensively? Obviously, DiMarco.
Yeah,
I don't even think so.
DiMarco
I
in the
seriously don't even
knockouts,
think so.
DiMarco, I mean, like
he
I-
wasn't.
the
He
amount of
wasn't
times- the amount
that
of
that
times-
good.
The amount of times Nuno Mendes drives the team forward goes unnoticed. I'm sorry, it seriously does. And we always talk about Hakimi being that guy to bomb up forward, and we see Hakimi on the left wing sometimes, on the right wing at striker. Nuno Mendes also does that. And the amount of times that we've also seen him pass it to Dembele that comes in to get the ball in the midfield to start the attack, that's also very underrated in this game. A lot of people are seeing Nuno Mendes as this defensive left back that shut up Salah and did well against Saka over the 2 legs. But he also has that attacking game that practically no one is talking about. Like, I'm seriously seeing not many people talking about his attacking game when he's the reason why we're one goal up against Aston Villa. He's the one that technically scored the winner, if you think
True.
about it.
I'm
honestly.
down. I'm down for it.
No,
I think in
he's
these
good
knockouts
attacking.
too,
DiMarco's better attacking for sure. 100%.
DiMarco's also come
that
off.
assist. That assist.
DiMarco's also basically a left winger.
I've
Oh,
seen
not
a lot of
assist, but-
Carlos Augusto early subs. You know what I'm saying? It's
'cause
like
he
He's more-
doesn't have the stamina right now.
He
It's
doesn't
a
have-
stamina. It's a
Stamina's
stamina.
important.
It's a stamina.
Yeah.
stamina's important, man.
But again, he's playing all the way up and all the way back. He plays
So is
the
Nuno
whole
Mendes.
pitch.
Yeah, I mean, like
He
that's,
doesn't play
that's
that
what
far
a,
up.
Also,
that's what
I
a wingback
swore
is.
DeMarco was like, I did this last time we talked about him. I swore he was like 35. How is he 27?
27.
He looks 35.
He looks 35.
He looks
He
quite
looks
old.
35.
He looks like
Are we taking
Arnautovic.
Nuno?
Yeah, we'll take Nuno.
I
you.
suppose.
Oh yeah, let's take Nuno.
Okay, number one midfielder, Barella, 100%.
The three
The
is
three in
easy.
midfield are
The three is
Vitinha,
easy.
João Neves, and Barella.
Yep.
Easy.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
easy.
Perfect.
I'm sorry, Fabian
agree with
Ruiz,
that.
but whatever. The wingers are tough because Inter don't play wingers,
Mhm.
but I want to consider Thuram for at least one of these
I think
positions.
so.
Let's just do 3 attackers. The 3 best
Yeah.
attackers.
I like that.
Well, we can put Dembele on the right wing if we put Thuram up top. I don't mind that.
Just the 3 best attackers.
Dembele?
Kvaratskhelia, Thuram, Dembele.
Yep, done.
Martin,
I agree with that.
Lautaro, bro.
No Lautaro?
No.
Lautaro,
Not this. Like
Lautaro
right
doesn't
now,
make it
this
in?
season,
not this season.
or like at this moment, Thuram 100%.
I know,
thought
we
I
just
thought
called him
Lautaro was-
underrated,
I
right?
thought Lautaro was having like a brilliant season.
He's having a good season, but Thuram is just I
Having a
think
better
he's having
season.
a much better season than Lautaro. He's been much more important.
He
for
also
Inter's-
who
for
did he
Inter's play.
fry? Was it Kubarsi that he stripped the ball off for Fratezi's goal? Or I don't even think he stripped the ball. He turned. He made a nice turn.
One of the 2 Barcelona center backs.
Yeah,
I
he
mean,
made
he plays so well back against the
a
goal.
nice turn, and then he found
Mhm. Dumfries. or-
Fratezi.
Oh, right.
that
It was
Frattesi
Araujo.
goal.
It was Araujo.
Oh yeah, Araujo. He cooked him so badly. Got the ball to Fratezi,
Mhm.
who I don't know, patience, fake shot, little stutter step, perfect shot too.
No, I
so-
think Thuram definitely deserves a spot in this 11
Oh yeah,
over Lautaro.
he's gonna be. Honestly, I don't know what to say, but I really think that one of the 2 are gonna score for sure.
Probably.
One of the 2 for sure
Valid.
have to score.
So what is
but
that? How many Inter players are in there? 3?
One.
3,
4.
3.
4.
3.
Who's
Yeah, it's
4?
3.
It's
It's
three?
3.
Oh, it's 3.
Barella,
It's
Bastoni.
Bastoni, it's Barella, it's Thuram. That's it.
Yep.
Yep.
Wow.
And guess what?
He'll still beat us.
I mean, your biggest star is your system.
Yeah, but same with us.
100%.
Same with us.
If we're
And Bastoni.
you have more individuals.
the biggest star in this
Your
year's
biggest star is
PSG
not your
team is
system.
Luis Enrique.
if we're
Sure.
if we're doing a combined 11 with a manager, who's the manager?
It's Luis Enrique.
I don't think so.
No shot.
Yeah, no, it can't be.
No
I
shot.
don't. It can't be.
We just
Enrique.
talked about how the only reason why they're here is because of their
Who's playing,
system.
who's playing the best football in the world?
But
right
it's we're not.
It's the 2 best. Both of them are.
Who's getting the result with the team?
That's what I'm saying. It
that
doesn't always
shouldn't
have to be
have-
the prettiest
yeah.
football. Like if
But PSG have been getting the results while also
Yeah,
playing
but
the
they,
best football.
we
So
just
what is
talked
that?
about we talked about them having the better talent. We just admitted that they have the better talent. So if Inter has the less talent, but their manager is getting the most out of that team, who's an aging team, who, like we said, has the belief that they can win every game because of their system, I think that's a testament
look
to
at our 3
the
center
manager.
backs-
Absolutely.
Who's our bro?
Or I'm I'm
Oh
cheering for
my
Inter now.
God.
I'm an Inter
Oh
fan for
my
this final.
That's almost as bad as
Wow.
Julian Benfica,
My-
bro.
my
That
bad,
might be
my
that
bad.
is 100 times worse.
Nah, you know what? I'll claim them for this final. So our center backs for this final,
God.
I don't know if you start Bisek or Pavard.
Is Pavard back?
I think he's back.
Bisek's been playing decent. But
He makes
if
too
you
many mistakes.
True.
Way too many mistakes.
True.
Turns the ball over a lot.
I was gonna go back to Luis Enrique. If you had told me last season, after losing our best player, that we'd be in the Champions League final playing the best football of any team this year, bar maybe Barcelona, I would slap you across the face. I would laugh in your face.
Ewing theory, bro.
What?
Ewing theory. I talked about this.
What are these American sports references?
Oh my god.
I saw that you put that. I saw you put that in the video.
Because you
And-
put because there's like 5 in 10 minutes. I
bro,
was like,
because I watch a lot of American sports. Okay,
I know,
but it's
that's
true.
fine.
Your best player leaves and you become better because I don't know why, but
Because
Call
of
it
the
the Kane.
coach. Because of the coach.
I
Because of the
am
manager.
we're
Pr-
not
praying
calling
that
it the Harry
happens for
Kane theory. Is that what you were just about to
Another
say?
team
They won the
I-
fucking
They got
Europa
shit. They got
in
shit. I forgot
multiple
about that.
sports, but we need.
Should we review conference now?
Oh, fuck off.
Are you serious?
We can.
No
Like,
Wi-Fi.
we
league.
can, but it's
You
like,
know what's
come on
crazy
now.
too? If Betis won, like sure, I would have clowned them. I wouldn't have even cared.
I saw someone.
I guess I
tweet
kind of
out-
like Chelsea too, though. But
Chelsea fans.
Who did Chelsea play in the semis? Anybody?
Bodo.
Legia Warsaw.
Oh no, not
No,
Bodo, sorry.
Fiorentina. No.
No. That was Betis that played.
They
for-
played
yeah,
Liga
Betis.
Warsaw.
I think they did.
Wait,
Yeah, no Wi-Fi team.
If it was
That's
Betis
exactly-
Legia Warsaw, would we be talking about the Conference League final?
Probably.
Please.
I would've
we
watched
No,
it.
the fuck we would.
I would've
not,
watched
bro. What?
I would
Name me a
like
Legia Warsaw
no,
player.
they played
Oh,
Djurgården actually.
Who the?
Even more no Wi-Fi team.
Who the fuck?
They played Djurgården, which is a team in
Romania?
Sweden.
Who-
They are 11th in Sweden right now in the Swedish league.
Do you see what I'm saying, lads? If it had been our against
Okay, but it has. But it,
Against
but it,
Betis,
but
we'll
it
be
wasn't.
Yeah, but it
about
wasn't.
But it
Come
wasn't.
on, man. What you know? They have Bergvall. Theo Bergvall.
His
I,
brother?
maybe. Gullikson, Kraken player.
All right.
The season just started. Only 10 games in
Okay.
of the Swedish Allsvenskan.
Yeah, I remember that on FIFA.
I do remember. I know that. I do know that.
But no, we can talk about it.
We should talk about it.
take it away, lads.
I think Isco needs to be talked about specifically.
We've been talking about him all season.
We have been talking about it all season, but I think he truly is the definition of
Say it.
he ages like fine wine.
Yeah.
Like class is permanent. Class is permanent, and Isco is like the perfect embodiment of that. This guy, he just it's all season he's been playing at this level. But to the people that didn't watch any of Real Betis's games this season, that was a slap in the face and a reminder of how truly good that player is. This guy, he just oozes football. He is football. He might not be the quickest on the pitch anymore.
He didn't lose his tech. He might have lost his speed.
He might have lost his speed,
His
but
tech's
he
still
didn't
there.
lose his technical ability. And this guy has the ability of finding a pass whenever you need him to. And when the team was down this season and when Real Betis was kind of trailing, who was that guy to count onto? It was Isco.
Yep.
And his first half specifically against Chelsea, he was the best player on that pitch. Maybe even in the entire game, he was the best player on that pitch. But that first half against Chelsea, I was seriously reminiscing of his prime in Madrid. I seriously was, because he was that good. He was
I
that
saw
good.
some
And you can call
highlights.
me a glazer. You can call
It's-
me all this, but he was that good.
I know.
He was good.
He was good. Yeah.
Like, I watched the highlights. It's like this ball is
Enzo?
moving in slow motion.
But
bro.
he's
It's
so.
crazy.
But it's so fluid. Everything he does, he always makes the right pass. He always makes the right decision.
course.
He always knows who to find. He knows when to shoot. He knows when to pass. That assist for
such a La
Abde,
Liga
many
player.
players would have shot the ball against
Mhm.
if they're in that situation.
Yeah.
But he passes it to Abde and it leads to the first goal.
Who?
Abde, Ezazuli, Abdel Samed.
I can't knock your ball
Oh.
knowledge, to be fair.
I think
It-
Enzo matched him.
Hey, the final was in Poland, eh?
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
Tarczynski Arena.
Warclaw.
Yeah.
I think.
Did you see? Did you see Chelsea fans getting sprayed with a water gun?
I didn't. They're
That's
playing
water
Assassins.
cannon, I should say. Water gun kind of underestimates the strength of that they got hit by.
Wait, why? What
Really?
happened?
Look it up. It was like the riot police or something. They got
What?
sprayed the fans with a water
No way.
cannon.
That's
Swear to
crazy.
God.
Senior Assassins vibes.
Why the fuck didn't we have that? And
You didn't have that?
you had that?
I didn't have it.
Yeah.
No, I
No,
didn't
you
have
did
it.
not.
We-
Shut up, Antoine.
Bro.
That was a thing.
Yeah.
We didn't have it.
I didn't have it
No,
either.
that was
My
so. I
brother
won
did
it.
this.
We
year.
had a water balloon
I won
like
it too.
day. We had a water balloon fight.
Was it serious for you guys?
It was so serious that they started suspending people that were doing
Bro,
it.
my brother and our high school that we went to, bro, they were like wearing their goggles everywhere
Oh, shit.
to the gym, like everywhere they went.
Why?
Bro, they would like drive to get
police.
pick up bounties. Like, bro, they were so serious
Yeah,
about
no,
it.
it was. I think it was $500 for the winner, bro. I would
700
do
for
that.
my brothers,
That's
bro.
crazy.
They were taking it so serious.
Oh wait, what the hell?
Bro, my brother would go to like our family like functions and dinners with goggles.
Yeah,
crazy.
my brother's been doing that too. There's been goggles on our counter
Yeah.
for weeks.
It's low key embarrassing. Chat.
No, it was
Crazy.
fun, bro. It's like you're. A
I
kid,
would
it's fun.
I would win that shit because I just stay cooped up
Oh, me too.
in here all the
You'd
time.
just be a loser.
Yeah,
No,
I'd
but
be
you
a
have a time
loser.
limit.
I'd be
That's
a
what I was
loser.
There's a time
I'd be a
limit.
loser with a band. All right.
If you don't,
Yeah.
Okay.
if you don't kill,
You win a grand.
if you don't,
$500.
Yes, it's like a prize pool.
if you don't water gun shoot your person in 24 hours, you get eliminated.
24
That's
hours.
That's a good
Yeah.
rule.
That's
Shut,
it.
That's kind of
24
Oh, that
hours.
was like a week.
24 hours.
Oh shit! So you got to be like.
My brother,
Yeah, be on
like,
yours.
because I think my brother's whole grade did or whatever. There's like hundreds of people
Okay, that's crazy.
in it, and so like the whole grade basically, and they all like they had like 24 hours. If you
That's
didn't,
loser shit, bro. Like you're
maybe
like
2
s-
days, maybe
You're like
48.
staying in a Walmart parking lot for 2 hours waiting for your target to finish
Yeah,
work.
camping outside of the gym. Oh no, yeah,
And then
that's
your-
what my
and then
brother
your
did.
target comes out with goggles.
Bro, that's what my brother went to Fortino's because his buddy was working at, or the guy he had to kill was at Fortino was working.
Yeah.
The guy walks out with goggles on. Walks out.
Imagine you finish a 12-hour shift,
And
you
you tell
walk
your-
out, and you're like,
Sorry,
sorry,
guys.
bro. Oh, I'd be heated. I'd be
Yeah.
heated.
Now you
Uh,
have to,
I can tell Blake wants to talk about the conference league right now.
I don't. We don't have to say anything else. I'm just saying. That's how you know nothing happened in football.
Enzo.
'Cause
Enzo was pretty
we're-
good.
Enzo Fernandez, but Cole Palmer specifically.
That midfield trio.
Paul
man.
Calmer.
Cole Palmer.
I watched that clip the other day
What clip?
where I coined Paul Calmer. It was the clip where I
You
come in
coined
late.
Paul Calmer?
Well, because you know I do Koireen.
Yeah.
I didn't coin that. Someone else did.
Right.
But I accidentally said Paul Calmer
Mm.
when I came in because I was like, "Oh, sorry, I'm frazzled. It's my first like minute on the pod."
Mm.
Then I say it again. I'm like, "No, Paul Calmer. That's a new thing."
It's like how you coined Wonderwall.
Yeah, I didn't coin Wonderwall.
No, you didn't.
No.
No, you
Imagine.
claimed it.
Yeah.
No, you started it. You
Thank
started
you.
it.
Thank you.
Like Joseph Wall, Wonderwall.
Yeah.
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 You started that?
No. But one of my videos went. One of the fan first videos went pretty
I
viral.
see.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
going back to Paul Calmer now.
Yeah.
Even though he has a bad hour or a bad 60 minutes, the
Bad 2025 to be fair.
yeah, a bad second half of the season. Let's be honest.
It's a downgrade. I don't think it was that bad. If you look at statistically, it wasn't that bad.
He didn't score for like
2025
3 months,
specifically.
no?
Like his season was
Or a
decent.
season, I
The
guess.
first
Yeah,
half of
it
the
was
season
fine.
was good, but
So
the second
starting
half of
from
the season was
January?
bad.
Yeah.
And the way that he started the final, the first 60 minutes, they were atrocious. Let's just say how it is. They
Yeah.
were very, very bad. But the way he could find that quality in instances like this, we were talking about this with Lamine Yamal when he had a bad game during El Clasico. The way he can find those moments of brilliance and just flip a game on its head, that's what separates the average players from the really, really good players. And that's what Cole Palmer did.
Yeah.
You can hate on his invisible 2025 all you want, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, his record in finals are impeccable.
Yeah.
I think I saw some stats where in every final he's been in, he's had at least one goal contribution in them.
How many
finals that-
He scored in the
He's been
Euro,
in
right?
quite a couple.
Has he been another one for Chelsea? I don't think so. The
I'm
last
not
one
sure.
I think of is
Euro.
for City in the Super Cup.
And the Euros, yeah.
And the Euro.
The
And he
goalie
scored
scored.
in
He
that.
scored.
in the Euros,
Yeah.
yes.
He scored in the Euros. He scored in that Super Cup against City, but I'm pretty
Yep.
sure in finals he's always had a goal contribution. So, what would you rather have in a final? A guy that's consistent year round and has a mid-tier performance, or a guy that maybe has been invisible for most part of the season and then just turns up in the final?
Yeah,
I think I know my
That's
answer,
fair.
and that's what Cole
Mm.
Palmer did.
And he's also just not the player he has been for the past.
No,
couple
he's
months.
not.
He's better.
But you can tell there's still that quality in him.
Yeah.
It's those
Yeah.
players that
Yeah.
even if they had bad performances, even if they're on bad stints, you can still tell that they're so good at football that they can just flip a game
Yeah.
on its head.
Facts.
Shout out Badiashile, man. I
He's-
kind of didn't know he still played.
he had a stinker.
But
He didn't have a great game. Yeah.
Shia Badiashile will always
Can't wait for the new FPL names.
I
You're joining
know.
that next year, eh?
FPL?
Yeah.
Say that.
Good.
Aaron too.
Aaron too.
which means they're a part of the forfeit then.
Of
Shit, I'll wear an Inter jersey as a forfeit.
You would wear an Inter jersey gladly, bro.
Bro, that's
100%.
crazy.
I don't know. Okay.
We have to think about.
I
what-
love
Milan kit.
when
Milan.
Italian football
I
teams
thought
succeed.
Inter were bigger rivals than Juve. I'm pretty sure they are, bro.
I don't think so.
Or than Milan. I mean,
Yeah.
No way.
to Juve.
Well, it could be like how I kind of hate United more than Tottenham.
Maybe.
Like, yeah.
Fair.
But no, honestly, I like when Italian teams succeed.
Mhm.
And I love players. That's what like for footy, I love players more than I love teams.
Mhm.
So that's why I liked Juve because I love Pirlo, Marchisio, Bonucci, Chiellini.
I want to ask you this because I know there, but
And
do you
Buffon.
love that? Okay, so
Oh
you said
my
you love
God,
players
that's
more
a
than
dumb
other teams,
question
but
again.
do you love like soccer more, or do you love like the team more? Like, do you love the sport of football more? or-
Football 100%
Okay.
than the team.
What did I say?
You said the team.
You said the team.
Yeah, I was wrong.
No
I
way.
was
You
wrong.
were-
I
but
love the sport. I love the players, and that's why I started like Juve. I don't like anyone on this Juve team. I like a lot of players on
Yes,
this
you do,
Inter
bro.
team.
You don't like Bremer?
Not anymore.
no, you can't
You-
do
you
this.
don't like-
though.
you
I
don't
don't
like- you don't like
ba-
Kefren?
Not like him.
Yeah, thank you. You
See,
don't like
because, like,
Gildies?
I do like him.
Yeah,
a little
thank
bit.
See, and when they
But I
get
do
back,
like
you'll be
him.
happy again. Like that's just the way sports work.
No, no, but I
just
really-
went 3 for 3 on players that he likes. Like,
I really like Inter. I really like Inter. I love Barella and Bastoni. Those are my guys.
That's
Bro, watch out
crazy,
next
bro.
World Cup.
I would be.
Bro, this I'm wearing this jersey right here.
For me, it's almost the same thing with French football, but I draw the line at Marseille. Like you can't. There's
Bro, just say like I don't know. The
if
best
Rabiot scores
in-
a
in-
World Cup winner, I'm not sure I'm celebrating.
That's
Because that
disgraceful.
fucking scum.
That's
No,
disgraceful.
no.
That's
no.
disgraceful.
No, because that scum got brought up from PSG. He's in the PSG academy. He gets his first few minutes in PSG. Matuidi has to leave the club so that he can play, and then he still does that
Hey,
and goes to Marseille.
Hey,
There's-
lad, you're winning.
True.
You won.
No
you won the
way.
breakup. Don't worry.
True. But if it's like a group stage game, I'm not sure I'm celebrating.
I'm celebrating.
Let
any
bygones
Barella
be
I'm
bygones and
celebrating.
celebrate
no,
a
Oh, he's
World
not a
Cup
bygone. He's a
goal.
fucking
I hate that. What does
rat.
that mean? What is a bygone?
He's a rat.
Let
He's not.
bygones
He's
be
more
like
than a
water
bygone.
under the
He's
bridge.
garbage too.
But no, like,
He's
what is a
useless.
bygone?
No, he's been good this season.
I don't
Came to
know.
Juve,
Just let the
he's
saying
useless.
be a saying.
He's been good.
He was good like
Fuck
2 years,
you.
3 years ago, I think, or 2 years ago. He had a good season.
He's
but
always been a consistent midfielder in my eyes. But no, he's seriously he's a rat. Like
He's a rat.
if
Bro,
it was like Jonathan Klaus who played for Marseille, I would be fine with that.
Bro,
I'd be fine with that. But
Shout
if it's
out Jonathan
no, but
Klaus, man.
Rabiot, ooh.
bro, Kefren could go play with his brother in Inter, and
You know who I miss?
I'd be
Really?
happy.
That's cool.
Jeremy Roussillon.
Good
Huh?
footy.
Roussillon?
Yeah.
Wolfsburg?
You
Left
know
back?
Roussillon? What?
Jérôme.
If you played FIFA, you would know him.
Yeah.
Meta.
Meta,
Nah,
actually-
bro.
I've actually
Meta
started
League.
playing
He
Meta.
had a couple caps for the France
Did he?
national team.
I
No?
didn't even know that. No, I don't think he did.
Is there a Canadian that we hate a lot?
You seen Promise David win the title for
Jaden Nelson.
Yo, he's
For Union Saint-Gilloise?
nasty.
What's that?
for USG
US. Oh, he promised David.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bro, he was playing like in the depths
of the Malton League?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I was like, what? That's a crazy rise.
Mhm.
I know.
Scored against me on
No,
FIFA the other day.
we don't.
He's
Jaden
a
Nelson,
nice
we do hate him, but it's kind of our own
choice,
fault
yeah.
because we let him go. We didn't renew his contract.
He's also just a bitch.
Yeah.
Same with that youngster.
Is
that we brought to our
Jaquil
academy.
still?
Jaquil
he-
Marshall.
Oh,
Rudy.
Jaquil is the, but he sucks, so it's
Yeah,
fine.
he's bad, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember commenting on a video back in the day when he was still like a. How old is he now? Jaquil.
He's our age.
20.
Our age,
21?
I think,
Yeah.
or maybe a
Yeah.
year younger.
When he was like 17, he was coming up, right?
Yeah,
And there was a video that TFC posted, and it was a crossbar challenge, and they missed every single one of them.
Yeah,
And
I know you're-
And I commented like, "These guys are pro footballers" or something, and I got
crazy.
so much hate for it. Like, everyone fucking, "Oh, you don't know what it's like to play. You don't know the pressure." I'm like, "Ah, bro."
Yeah, he's 20.
I always heard
Like,
about
he's
that
our
guy
age.
because my buddies went to school with him growing up.
Mhm.
Because he went to school at like Downsview Park,
Mm.
where that's where we live. That's where
Mm,
I live.
yeah.
So he went to school with a lot of guys that I grew up with,
Mhm.
and they said, "Bro, it's gonna be like the next big thing, glazing and posting everything about
Yeah.
him." But I watched him play once for TFC, and I knew this guy was going right to like Scotland or something useless.
Hey, don't hit on the Scottish league though.
He's
Hey.
not a bad player.
He's not even gonna make it out of the MLS. He's gonna be an MLS, a career MLS
Yeah.
yeah.
player.
He's not very
He's
good.
not making it out of there.
Nelson's
Bottom
better.
dweller.
Schaffelberg, that too. TFC.
You like, right?
I love
He's
Schaffelberg.
Yeah,
good.
of course. We love Shuffle.
He has passion.
Yeah.
Ending this episode off with a tier list.
Yes, let's get back on the
let's get back on
the
track
European
here.
football.
I'm not gonna
conversation
know
that we
any
should.
of these finals, by the way.
It's fine.
Crazy. Okay,
No,
so
we'll help out.
last segment of the day, just to fill out time, we are ranking the last 10,
12.
12 Champions League finals. We've had some all timers. We've had some stinkers over the years, but I think every final since
2012
2012,
or 2013.
2013, we're putting in a tier list
Yeah.
today. What are the tiers, Antoine?
So obviously we have the GOAT category.
Of course.
Of course, the one GOAT category.
Which
And
is
this
for next
thi-
year's
thi-
final.
This is yeah, it's reserved actually. This is the format that we did last time with the transfers, right? So you have one team or one final in the GOAT tier, 3 finals in the huge final tier, big final, solid. If you need to go rewatch it, you
Very
should.
memorable.
Yeah. Good final, decent.
Valid.
Nothing to complain about.
Valid.
Three teams
Sure.
there as well. We not here, of course.
The best category.
The best. Some would say the best.
Some would say the best category.
because some finals we're not here.
Yeah, we're just not here
We're just
for it.
we're not here for it. And then finally the snooze fest,
Yeah.
Yeah.
where
They should all be in there, but
I was.
all of them.
This is the last 10 Champions League final, and if we had more space for the snooze fest category, we seriously should have put more.
That's the
because-
difficulty of this tier list.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of big finals missed out. Obviously, the Liverpool comeback,
Sure.
the 3-3.
Yep.
There's prime Barca that we're missing out on 2009, 2011.
Yep.
There's some good finals there, but it's okay. We'll do
United winning it.
Honestly,
Well.
now that you're saying this, like a lot of snooze fest
Did you
kind
watch
of.
that final?
2008. My dad probably was.
Okay.
a lot of what?
A lot of
Yikers.
bro, all these snooze fest kind of is like playing in the Inter's favor. Inter wins the snooze fest games.
That's
They're the snooze fest goats. Actually, Juve under Allegri is, but or under Allegri was.
So we'll go in
but-
no particular order, starting with the most recent one: Real Madrid Dortmund 2024.
Dortmund had the lead, right?
You know what?
No, 2-0.
You know what?
Oh,
This one is not going that low just because of like the narratives over it.
Uh-huh.
And watching the game, you were just like really hoping that like Royce could just do something.
They didn't play that
But
bad.
you knew. I remember
I don't
watching
think
that,
he
dude.
did,
You
though.
absolutely knew how that was going to go. It was 0-0 at halftime, but nobody thought that Dortmund were going to do anything.
I thought
All collectively, we all went. We know how the script is going
They,
to go.
they weren't playing that bad.
we knew
Dortmund.
how the script was gonna go, but
Yeah,
in
they
that
played
first
well in
half,
the
let's
first
not
half.
forget they were the ones with the better chances.
They were.
I remember Karim Adeyemi had like an open goal that he missed, or something
Yeah.
like that, where one of the defenders.
Yeah, it was
come
like a
back.
half breakaway.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure there's a post in there as well for Dortmund.
Yeah.
I mean, at the beginning of the game and in the first half specifically, Dortmund, they have a lot of chances to make it 1-0. They have a lot of chances to go up on the scoreline. So just based off of that, I don't think it's a bad final because both teams have had chances. right? So I'm leaning.
I'm going good final.
Good.
Just from the names on here, we have
Yeah.
to go bottom a good final.
Julian,
I'm
there's
thinking we not
there-
here, bro.
before-
I know there's gonna be. I was
There's
thinking
fu-
tentative snooze fest. I did not. I just didn't enjoy last year's final
that's fair.
because I knew how it was gonna go.
I didn't really either, but then there's 4-1 nils
Carvajal,
before
right?
this.
Scored the first goal.
Carvajal
know.
scored the first goal.
So we got to pick our poison here.
Yeah, I know. That's why I say tentative snooze fest because I know there's gonna be many
Snooze
more.
fest? Are you
Snooze
serious?
Fest is crazy.
crazy,
Bro, I
bro.
did not. I didn't like it. Dude,
It
'cause I knew
also
how
had the
was
best.
gonna go.
It also had such a good narrative.
Like
It was,
such-
but no, but it was the narratives that we missed out on. I remember when it was the Champions League semifinals last year, I ranked which potential finals would be the most hype, and bottom of those options was this final right here.
But
I
did
did
it
not
deliver?
like it.
But did it deliver the expectations?
It delivered expectations to
didn't.
a fault because I I knew Real Madrid are going to win this game, and they did comfortably. Even though Dortmund looked good in the first half, if Dortmund won the final, or if it was close, then it would be good.
So you're saying if
But
Dortmund,
even while it was close at halftime, I remember being so unimpressed. I remember the TNT or CBS panel was going like, "Yeah, well, we know how this is gonna
TNT.
go. Like we know how this is gonna go."
I just don't think you can judge this final being bad just because Dortmund didn't finish their chances. We still all had that hope after the first half that Dortmund were able to do something.
Yeah.
Even though deep down we knew that it would probably be another Courtois masterclass and then Real Madrid would go on to win 1-0. What Dortmund had shown in the first half
And-
was worthy of us thinking that they could do something.
And low key, like Madrid's first win in like
2 years.
a little
2 years.
bit.
2 years.
Oh yeah.
This was peak Black Magic Madrid.
Yeah.
This
Yeah. True.
last year's campaign was the reason why nobody gave Arsenal a chance this year. It's because Real Madrid, this was right after the Bayern tie, the Hosselu winner,
Mhm.
the Real Madrid just refusing to lose.
Yeah.
This
Leipzig.
is peak. Just it's impossible for them to lose in the Champions League, and that narrative, I'm sorry, played a part in how I perceived this final. To my fault, I should have been excited, but I just wasn't because I knew exactly how this final was gonna go, and that is why, to me, it's at least a we not here. Now, I
Okay,
also
so can we aggregate it into?
I also recognize that there are some stinkers on this
There's
list,
some bad
which will
ones.
probably boost this one higher than I actually have it. But
Where are you
whatever.
putting it? Good final.
Good final.
Okay, so we're
Bottom.
aggregating it. to
3v.
good
I think
final.
if that's
Yeah,
the
it's good
bar for
final.
good final,
bottom,
I think
bottom
we're
of good final.
Bottom of
Yeah.
Bottom of good final.
Yeah.
It wasn't
Yeah.
a great final.
Yeah,
Bottom of
good
good
Champions
final.
League, Champions
Move
League
on.
finals are not in a
Move
good
on.
place.
Good
but
final.
that's
Good final.
But go
You
on.
want to talk about a snooze fest? City Chelsea 2021.
Yeah, you can put it.
My
I couldn't even tell you what
goodness
happened in that game.
gracious.
You know what? High because City
Kai
lost,
Havertz.
I will have it higher. I'll have it a we
Are
not
you
here.
serious right now?
City
you serious?
Who
beating
invited him, bro?
City
What?
beating Inter. I have lower because
No.
ah.
Come on.
That was a
Okay,
good
no,
game. That
fine,
was-
fine.
this-
You know
Low-key-
what? No, fine. Quality of the game was terrible.
Snooze fest.
I was just excited and
Quality
nervous
of the
because I
game was
wanted
terrible.
Chelsea to win.
The seats weren't fully filled because
Hey.
of COVID still.
Shout
What
out
can
Kai.
you- what
All,
can you do?
all of these.
Hey.
Let me
all
go to
of
the
these-
bottom of we not here.
Yeah, maybe in the bottom, are we not here?
You know what? Yeah,
Top
fair
of
enough.
snooze fest.
It was a bag. I would not want to rewatch.
You know
that
what?
Game.
I'll put it in bottom and we not here.
Okay.
Only for Kai.
I remember seeing Sergio Aguero crying. Just made that a great.
Like
final
there's
for
like
me.
kind of moments there towards the end where
Messi
City,
hate, City hate.
Okay,
I'll
no, put it
always
back
hate
in,
City, bro.
Snooze fest.
there's moments there towards the end of the game where City are kind of coming back. I was gonna say where City are kind of pushing for that goal. I remember Aguero
they,
had a
though?
last minute shot that just sailed
Yeah.
right over the bar. But
Mara's
throughout
last
the
minute
entirety of
chance,
the
I remember.
game, like the 90 minutes, I wouldn't recommend going back and watching that.
I was watching.
I
that-
wouldn't want to,
I was watching that with my.
Maybe snooze fest then.
but I watched it with
Top of
my
snooze fest?
dad.
Top of snooze fest or bottom of we not here?
Just put in snooze fest for now,
Yeah.
Okay.
and then we'll see how it turns out. What is next, Santo?
The next final is Bayern Dortmund 2013.
That's a hot. That's
I
hot.
don't
That's high.
Man, that's hot.
Do I remember much about it?
Is
no.
that high?
but-
I don't.
That's the goal line
This is the one-
clearance. That's the Robin winner in extra time.
Yeah,
extra
the
time?
80, 87th
Or
minute.
yeah, late on in the
The
game.
buzzer beater basically to win
Yeah.
the Champions League.
2013 is a little bit out of our like
There's
clearness, but we've watched this game back and it's
I don't
there's
remember
moments
that.
special
there's
one.
Might
moments
have to do
that,
that right now.
You're pulling up the
guys,
highlights here.
that was 12
no,
years
sure,
ago.
absolutely. There's
we were
you
what?
said the
We were
goal
not
line
even 10
clearance.
yet.
Who was it? The
Nine.
goal line clearance was it Subotic?
Nevin
What you
Subotic.
know about him?
Oh my
And,
god.
but that Dortmund team was very good. I remember,
Bro,
they had
yes.
Lewa.
Ribery,
Lewa,
Robin. Is that? Wait, is that who's in net? Weidenfeller?
Yeah,
No.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, Weidenfeller.
No, that's low key ball knowledge, bro.
Was it Schmelzer left back?
This is peak Dortmund, bro.
Yeah.
What?
Blaszczykowski was in there too.
Oh
Bro,
yeah, never.
That's a
forget.
guy who pull a need right now. Fucking Yaka, baby.
So just based off the names on that pitch, even though actually no, it was a good final. Let's be honest. I'm
It
down
was.
to put it in huge final because just based off the names we have here.
oh,
Yes. Let's
look,
put it in.
look at this lineup. Piszczek, bro.
Piszczek.
There's another one. Piszczek, Schmelzer. Remember
Was it Subotic,
Grosskreutz?
Hummels,
Do you guys remember Kevin Grosskreutz?
Yeah, left wing.
Yeah, apparently he's a right back
Who's
now.
CDM? Gundogan's there. He scores.
Gundo and Sven
And Bender?
Lars? Sven.
Sven.
Sven Bender,
And then who's the
Royce,
cam?
Leva.
Yeah, no, crazy team. They also
And
had
you look
Nuri
at that
Sahin.
Bayern.
Nuri
team, too.
Sahin
They
came
also had
on.
Nuri Sahin on the bench too.
Yeah.
And look at that
Yeah,
Bayern
yeah,
team,
yeah.
bro. That Bayern team's special
It's
as well.
disgusting.
Read
No.
out that
Disgusting.
lineup real quick.
That's Alaba's first year or like
Yeah,
first year?
Alaba,
Give us
Dante,
that layout.
Boateng, Lam, fucking Xavi Martinez, bro.
Yeah, Schweinsteiger's still there.
Schweinsteiger,
Yeah.
Muller,
Is it
Robin,
Mandzukic
Ribery,
scores?
Mandzukic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Wow.
miss Xavi Martinez, not Xavi. Xavi.
I think the nostalgia is kind of driving this final up, but it's still very good. Like you have the buzzer beater, you have
Oh yeah, let me
Both
actually
both
watch.
teams actually score, which is very rare nowadays apparently.
Yes.
So yeah, we'll put it in huge final. I don't mind that.
Yeah, 100%. Mandzukic loves a Champions League final goal.
He
What's
does.
next?
Next up is Liverpool, Madrid, 2018.
2018.
Now,
Oh,
am I
this,
crazy?
This is a contender. This
am
is
I
a,
crazy?
This is a contender for GOAT. Now, the competition in the final, it was 1-1 at one point, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. You had crazy narratives.
Was it 1-1 or was it?
It was 1-1. It was Mane tying it up.
right.
I
He
don't
tied it
remember
up
who
or-
scored the first goal, but then it was the Bale bicycle kick.
Benzema scored the first goal.
And then
Oh, this is go.
And then it was the
Yeah,
the
Benzema-
Karius
the-
disaster
the
class.
first mistake of Karius is Benzema.
yes,
he rolls the ball.
Oh my
So I
god!
think
yes.
Which low key, would have that gotten disallowed in today's game?
No, because he didn't have a handle on it.
I don't know.
No, I know,
VAR is
but because
weird,
like, did he
No, no,
impede
no.
the?
Weird.
I don't know.
No.
This one's go.
No, it's not goal. I think there's one more final in here.
Which one, bro?
I'm looking at Barca Juve
Yeah,
2015.
I'm gonna say
Barca's
No,
my
no,
goal.
this one's
no,
so clear.
I'm going
one's
this one.
So
I'm going
clear.
City out here
Yeah.
now.
This one's so
Are
clear.
you serious?
It's
the
the
city I
Barca
hate.
Yes, I'm
Glazer.
serious.
It's the
That
Barca
is
Glazer
nostalgia.
and the Juve.
That is
That's not
nostalgia.
nostalgia.
Barca
That is
Glazer and the Juve
nostalgia.
fan.
This-
Look at-
Yes,
this is
Me and you
prime
were
glaze.
locked.
nostalgia.
Hey, we're
Prime
never
glaze.
locked in. We're locked in today.
We're
Let's
not
go.
putting-
As-
we're not-
as he's in the Barca kit.
We're not putting a final that has two goalkeeper mistake at the root of
But that's
two
what
goals.
makes it so
That's
good.
the entertainment.
You don't
in it,
understand.
bro.
That was the most entertaining final I've ever watched in my
Okay,
fucking
put
life.
that possible
Bro,
goal.
if you were just prioritizing quality of football, then put fucking Intercity high up on the list. It was not. It was.
Yeah,
it was
good point.
entertainment wise, which is what the game and watching sports is about.
Good point.
There is nothing
I'm
beating
not-
2018, bro.
touching goat with this final.
Oh my
You're not
God.
nearing that. I'm sorry.
Also, you want to talk about quality of football? Look at the players on that pitch.
And
Look at the
bro.
players on
and-
the Juve Barca pitch.
Of course, but you can say that for both. You can
No, you
say
can't.
that
no,
for both.
and narrative of that whole Champions League, which I know we're not doing, but the narrative of the whole Champions
Repeat Ronaldo's last game for Real Madrid.
Not only that, the Roma comeback, and then the Liverpool 7-6, and then them losing in the final because of Karius after, bro, the narratives
Bro.
in that final were fucking
Wasn't that the year
top
after?
tier. What?
The 7-6.
No.
No,
Was it?
No.
No.
Against Barca?
no. This
No,
is
no.
7-6 against
7-6
Roma.
against
Oh,
Roma.
yeah, yeah,
Roma.
yeah,
After
yeah.
Roma beat
Sorry,
Barca.
sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
Poor Roma,
No.
man.
Sure, the narrative, yes, but
That was a Roma down.
wanna
They
talk
beat
about- you wanna
Liverpool
talk
beat
about-
City
They beat
5-1 on
Centurion
Ag.
cities, bro. Oxlade Chamberlain.
5-1 on
you want
Ag.
to talk about
And
quality
they
on the pitch in a
lost.
final. There's nowhere else to look at than the 2015 final, and on both teams too.
Yeah, but we
First of all-
shouldn't
first
prioritize
of all,
that over
this is
everything
prime
else, bro.
MSN, the top level that it
Of
has
course,
ever been.
it is.
Neymar is looking like he's nearing Messi levels.
Ronaldinho.
No, Ronaldinho's not in 2015. No.
No, like he's
Oh,
Ronaldinho levels.
Yeah. Then you have a midfield three of Rakitic, Iniesta, and Busquets. I mean, that's simply incredible. And then on Juventus, you have Pogba in there. You have Marquisio.
Marquisio,
You have
Pirlo,
Chiellini,
great.
Barzagli.
Pirlo.
Buffon is in there. Pulls out some great saves during that
Mhm.
final as well. Pirlo's in there.
I
too.
agree. That was a fucking
Tevez.
fantastic final too.
Tevez up
It
top.
was
Come on, bro.
But the best
Come
goal,
on.
dude.
the best goal
Come
we've
on.
ever seen
one of the best goals of all time.
in a final.
Of all time.
That man Zukic goes up there too.
That was 2017.
That was 2017. Yeah.
Save it.
That was.
No, not
No,
as
the
good as
Bale.
this one.
Yeah, no.
But the Bale one to take the lead
Against the grain.
the eventual winner of the
I know.
game.
Like
Come on.
even like.
Oh,
my
my
God.
God.
It's a great goal.
as a
Bro,
former
come
Spur,
on.
Zidane
man.
2002 clears.
Hey, as a former Spur also.
Maybe. Yeah, true. bro. The narrative,
Ah, I
the
can't, bro, I
moments.
can't.
Okay, so then we'll
everything
move on.
has this game,
Okay, it's
bro. I
2-2.
don't know how you don't put this as goal.
We have
Who's
to.
your goal right now? Barca Juve?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
Okay, so it's 2-2. Put it in.
I-
Juve fucking
Okay,
lost.
we
They
need
did
to move
lose.
on. So put it in.
But I remember
put it in the
being more
one
interested
in
lower,
that game
and then
than
we'll go
this
from
game.
there.
All right,
Oh,
put a pin in
again,
it. Let's put
I wanted Juve to
2015.
win.
Let's put 2015 in good final too, just for now.
Huge final?
and huge final,
Yeah.
and then
And then what? And then 2018 huge final as well?
Yeah.
20.
So
yeah,
our huge final tier is full.
Wait.
we're gonna switch them around
What else was
eventually.
in huge
But
final?
The last one we did, the Bayern Dortmund.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
what's
okay.
next?
Next up is Liverpool Real Madrid 2022. Courtois masterclass after Vinny opens the score.
Yeah,
from
that was an
Valverde
interesting
cross.
game. It was just a 1-0, right?
Good final, I think. Good final.
Yeah,
There's obviously Liverpool pushing for a goal throughout the entirety of the game.
Yep.
And then Courtois absolutely just shuts them out. Probably one of the best goalkeeping
Um,
performances in a final ever.
Ever.
yeah.
Let's
There
say
was
how-
some
Oh, yeah.
crazy saves in that one.
Yeah, that was good.
Ever.
but
Okay.
I don't think it gets to huge final.
No way.
Read our tiers again.
We have GOAT, one team, huge final, good final, we not here, snooze fest.
It could be good final
I think it's good final, mid tier good final.
for now.
There's a
Yeah.
lot of
For
we
now,
not
good
heroes
final.
in
I don't
this
think it
fest.
touches huge final. It's not at that level. It was a 1-0
Yeah.
game, let's be honest.
Yeah.
No.
But
We gotta start putting some ones in the bad.
yeah, in the bad, I mean, some bad ones are coming up. Don't worry. Don't
Very
you
bad
worry.
ones
yeah.
are coming
So
up.
we're saying good final for this.
Yeah,
Liverpool Madrid
sure.
2022.
I couldn't even remember this Vinny goal to be honest.
Next up is actually another decent one. City Inter 2023.
Good final.
No, we can put that in. We not here
We not here.
You think so?
because
Damn.
besides the
And that's,
one
and
goal,
that's my pure bias. Though.
besides the one Rodri goal, what else happened in that game?
A lot
Lukaku
happened.
disaster class. I
Lukaku,
remember that.
Lukaku could have scored
Would-
3 goals easily. Easily 3 goals. Could have been 3-1.
Mhm.
Inter played very, very good. City did not play that good. And I don't know how Inter didn't win that game, but it could be we not here because City won.
Would you take, because we have Real Madrid Dortmund 2024 in good final. So would you take City Inter over that game? That's the question.
No.
So we want to demote Real Madrid Dortmund to we not here, and then promote City Inter to good
No, I
final?
want
No,
City
I
Inter and
want
we not
City.
here.
Okay.
Fairs.
Okay.
1-0 game. 1-0.
Yeah.
1-0s came.
And
good, but I don't
also,
think that one
I
was.
again, this is
Barella played.
the game momentum, which doesn't matter, but
Mm.
can't watch the whole game in a minute here. It was pretty much all City and then 2 big spikes, 2 big pushes from Inter.
Yeah.
Pep's AI ball can be a little boring sometimes.
Yeah, it can be.
I think that's what has to do with
Yeah.
We not
the
here.
lack of spectacle in this final, probably.
Yeah.
And like this is the one thing about City is that they never done it and then they did it.
Inter defended so well against that City team.
Yeah.
And then they had their chances and
And it was also like from a pure bias
Yeah.
standpoint, like I did not watch this game live because I just couldn't stomach it. Could not stomach it.
Right? That's embarrassing. Actually, I don't think I watched the Tottenham game live either.
Shit.
The
He's saying
Tottenham,
this
the
about
Tottenham, the Tottenham
not being able to
Liverpool
watch
final?
City in the
Yeah.
final.
Or
I'm-
Tottenham,
I'm
not Tottenham.
claiming
Tottenham
Inter
Liverpool.
as
Yeah.
my team.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's 2 different.
Next up on the list is Barca Juve 2015. We've already done that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
Okay.
agreed that it goes into GOAT.
No, we didn't.
I'm joking.
Could.
And so the next one is Real Madrid Atletico 2016. I think it was 1-1, and they won in pens for their. It's the one after the Decima. It's the second Real
Yeah.
Madrid.
This is like-
2016. 2016.
Yeah.
What do we have left?
Not a great game.
Shout out one friend, bro.
We
Missed the
not here?
penalty.
One friend, bro.
Yeah, we not here because I think we're full for good finals soon.
Who scored in that game?
Oh, that's a great question.
Oh, I don't remember.
Minus money's on Ronnie. That's my
Was it
bet.
nil? I think it was
Griezmann
just
missed-
was it
Griezmann-
just
Griezmann
0-0?
missed a pen that
It
game.
might have just been
No, it was
0-0.
1-1. It was. I
was
remember it was
1-1?
1-1.
What-
I remember.
what-
2014 was
You
1-1.
can fact.
Or
you have the fact check.
What is it? 2014?
2016.
2016. 2016 was also 2014 was also 1-1,
It
but
was
they won in
1-1. Who
extra time.
scored?
No. Carrasco and Ramos. Why the fuck did I
What
say
time?
it
What
like
time was
that?
Ramos goal?
15th minute.
In Carrasco?
79.
Why don't I remember this?
Okay.
Couldn't tell you.
This is one of the ones where I,
remember
don't
the
really have
pens.
a
I remember
memory of.
watching the
I really
pens.
don't have a memory that much of it.
It was one friend off the post. Ronaldo winning penalty.
Mm,
Saul.
That's all I remember from that game.
Gabby. Y'all remember Gabby?
Gabby.
So
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Who else? Remember the guy that played for Bilbao also. Garcia?
Javi Garcia. No.
No.
Garcia.
Look
Something
at the lineup.
Garcia.
Look at the lineup. Look at the lineup.
2014, I think he
remember.
played for Atletico. He was a decent player for Atletico.
I don't know what you're talking about.
No? Okay. Anyways. So what? We
Fernando
not here?
Torres playing that game.
Augusto
Wow.
Fernandez? What the fuck is that?
We not here? 2016?
I guess.
because I won't be there. I won't be there to rewatch it. We won't.
Thomas Party came on in that game.
Oh my god.
There's no way, dude. Wow.
Cracking player.
Wow.
What do we got next year?
Next up is PSG Bayern. No, sorry. Madrid Atletico 2014, La Decima.
That one is.
This
is a
one
good
might be
final.
GOAT.
Whoa.
Just based off of.
Don't talk to me about narrative. Don't talk to me about narrative.
Okay, I was
Do
gonna say.
not talk to me about
Can't play that
narrative.
card, can ya?
If you want to talk about iconic moments, that final is the most iconic moment of all time. Was it 93 something? I should know this. 93.
90,
50
93rd
something.
minute, whatever.
Ramos scores that last minute header after
Yeah.
to tie it, and then they would go on
That
to
is
win.
massive. To
They
be
go on to
fair.
win 4-1 in extra time.
Yeah.
The
Diego
reason why I
Godin,
don't think
bro.
it's in huge final or GOAT is because those 90 minutes after
Or a snooze fest.
Atletico score the first goal, which is what in
Yeah.
the 15th something minute.
36.
Sorry,
36.
36. So those 45 minutes after that, not great, not great.
Yeah.
But you do have to look at the iconic moment that came from that.
I
goal.
remember
or
this is
from
the
that game.
first Champions League final I remember clearly. And this was peak Ronaldo glaze, of course, as I'm coming up. So that was naturally a Madrid fan by extension at this moment in time.
Mhm.
And I was so defeated by that time, by the time we got to the 90th minute, that I had stepped outside because I couldn't bear watching Real Madrid lose.
Mm.
So I'm like chilling outside,
Well,
looking
you're a
up
Real
the
Madrid fan a
clouds.
little bit, no?
And then eventually I come back inside and my dad is like, Real Madrid scored. Ramos, oh my God. And I go insane.
That's it.
Yeah, that's the same.
So you were a Real Madrid fan.
At that time I was. I was.
Honestly, no.
You know what,
That's
fair.
like me. He's a Ronnie fan.
No,
That's like me now. I'm a Barella and Bastoni
You know
fan.
what? Fair.
So I'm an Inter fan.
I have a Manchester.
I was a
United,
Ronaldo fan more.
I have a Manchester United ball because of Van Persie. So
Good final.
Van Persie's
Good
your goat?
final.
We have one spot left in good final.
Good
He
final.
got me into football.
We have some
yeah.
stinkers
Okay.
coming up, lads. We have
Okay.
some real
good final,
stinkers
good
coming
final,
up.
good final.
PSG Bayern 2020.
Snooze.
I'm
Yeah.
sleeping.
Snooze.
I'm
Who scored the
sleeping.
goal
Yeah.
again?
I'm
Coleman.
taking melatonin. and
Coleman
I'm going to
header.
bed.
Well, yeah. 'cause
Coleman
obviously-
against
No, no, no,
PSG.
no, no. But it's more than that. It's
Oh,
more
It was the
yeah.
Mbappe miss, I
The
remember.
Mbappe miss.
Couple
the
of
fact that
Neuer
there's- I'm sorry,
saves.
but it has to do a part the fact that there's no fans in the stadium.
Yeah, it's a bad final.
Yes,
bad final.
put it in
It's a
snooze fest.
Might
Put-
be-
put it in
bad
snooze.
Might
final.
be at the bottom of snooze fest.
And it could be. I know. There's one more.
Actually,
There's
there-
the last name on here is bottom. Madrid Juve 2017. Oh, that's a good final.
That's a
That was
great
good.
final. That's a
We're gonna have to move things around.
fantastic
See,
final.
how do you guys
Final.
know it so quickly?
We
Yeah.
just watched
It's
the
the
highlights
4-1.
2017.
It is.
Oh, I was.
Oh, you
That's
were
the
locked
Mandzukic-
in on Brad.
The Mandzukic,
sorry.
Bicey,
Yeah, that's a good
Oh,
final.
right.
Ronnie slotted that.
2 goals.
2
Ronaldo,
goals,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh wait, this is the
Good
Ronaldo.
Ronaldo brace.
Ronaldo brace.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This might be
Purple
huge.
kit,
This
noodle
might be-
hair
Yeah, this
Ronaldo.
might be huge
Purple
final.
kit, yeah, noodle
It
hair.
could,
Do
it's,
we have-
it's a big contender for huge final.
Okay. Well, we have one more spot,
Okay, no, we need to
No, we
decide
don't.
now what we're putting at
Fuck,
GOAT.
bro. It's the goat one is the.
Save that for later. Save that for later.
We
Let's
can't.
get the stinkers
No,
out
put
the
that
way.
huge final also. 'cause
Let's get the stinkers out the
Then
way.
you choose one of the huge finals to go goat.
Okay.
Okay.
So Madrid Juve 2017 is huge final.
Buffon had a
For now.
4.7 on FOMOB this game.
Yeah, you should have watched
out,
what
Fabio.
happened. 'Cause
Yeah, he didn't have a great
Oh
game.
my god, this is when Danny Alves is on Juve.
That's Casemiro
That's
from like half.
crazy.
Scores a deflection goal that slowly just
Yeah.
dips
Talk
right
to
under
me
his
about
hand.
the stinkers, Anto.
The last name on this list.
No, it's as low as you can. I
Oh
know
my
what you're
god,
saying.
this is the worst final,
Abs-
Champions League final ever.
Thank God.
Ever.
Thank
Mhm.
God.
Like we're setting up a tent and we're sleeping
Yeah.
very
Obviously,
close.
Tottenham?
obviously it's Tottenham Liverpool.
Yep.
Tottenham Liverpool
Yes.
2019.
Disgusting. I can't believe those
Disgusting.
fucking bitches almost won a fucking UCL. See, this is how you know.
But you were hating on United when they finally did win a trophy.
Should have been Juve there.
Yeah, but this.
So you
what
were-
do
you
mean?
were-
Should have been. We lost
do
to
you mean?
Ajax, who then lost to Liverpool. No, yeah, Liverpool.
The semifinals
To
leading
Tottenham.
up to that final, historic. But the final itself
It was awful. It
Stinker.
was
First
awful,
Tottenham.
terrible. But what? Do you,
And that was a fantastic knockout stage in general. I remember that.
Mm.
2019 was a great Champions League year until
Was that Ronaldo hat trick
that was
against Atletico?
yes,
Yeah.
and then they went out to Ajax.
Ajax.
Ajax went out to
Tottenham.
Tottenham.
Yeah.
Liverpool had to come back against Barcelona.
I saw something on Twitter as Onana, his 2 most iconic European exits were against Tottenham. Against Ajax against Tottenham for Ajax
Yeah.
in 2019 and the other day.
I would argue his most iconic going out in the Champions League was last year with like 10 stinkers in the
Mm,
group stage.
Yeah, true. That was bad.
That was bad. He
was bad.
single-handedly
That was funny.
knocked us out.
But no, that final. Oh my god! If there's anyone out there that wants
The
to rewatch
penalty
that
off
final,
VAR was
don't.
so fucking
Dead at the
terrible.
bottom.
Dead at the bottom, like zero.
Dead at the
bottom.
bottom. Dead
All
at
right,
the
so let's
bottom.
go. Let's go bottom up. What we have.
That was background noise when I was doing homework. That's how
crazy.
bad that final was.
It was
Oh,
bad. It was
yeah.
bad. Okay, bottom of Snooze Fest. We have Liverpool Tottenham 2019.
Yes.
Then we have PSG Bayern 2020, City Chelsea 2021. From 2019 to 2021, we had the 3 worst finals in this list. Then moving on to We Not Here,
Crazy.
we have 2. 1, 2. City Inter 2023 and Real Madrid Atletico 2016.
Oh yeah, because you only did 12, right? You didn't do 13.
Yeah, there's 13 spots on the list. That's
So you-
why.
that's
Is there
fine.
13 spots on the list?
Yeah, because it's
Yeah.
1 goal plus 3 in each, so whatever, it's fine.
City Bayern 2012 or Chelsea Bayern 2012.
Drogba! That's a high one as
Oh,
well.
that one's
That's a high one
decent.
too.
That one's
Let's
decent.
just add
we
that
only
one.
have We Not Here left.
No, but we can move things around.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
Chelsea.
So what's moving down then? It's a good final.
It's a
at
good
least.
final.
It's a good final at
it's a good
least.
final at
Penalties
least.
as well. That's
Penalties as well. Peter
that's
Cech saves a
potential-
pen in extra time too.
Yeah.
That's a
Mm.
fucking fantastic final, actually.
That's a great final. Might be huge.
It might be huge final. So what are we
So
moving
many
down?
huge finals.
What are we moving down?
Okay, we
It
can
might-
do.
It's even a GOAT contender.
Okay, from the good finals, what are we moving down? We have Real Madrid Dortmund 2024. We can move that.
Definitely can
we
move
can
that
move
down.
that down.
Yes.
We have Liverpool Real Madrid 2022. We can also move that down
Yeah.
if we really wanted to.
No,
And
the Dortmund Real game.
we have Madrid Atletico 2014 La Decima. That we can keep a good final because there's still that iconic moment.
Yeah.
So what?
Sure. I'm
Real
already,
Dortmund.
I'm honestly lost
Yeah.
at this
I'm a
point.
little zoned out.
The fact that I don't have the
No,
graphics
I just
makes
like
it
you
hard.
could just say the name. I can't hear the names and think of the
Mm.
thing that
I don't have the
easily.
graphics. So it's kind of hard to visualize here.
Yeah.
But let's move
Real Dortmund down.
Real Dortmund down to We Not Here, and then Chelsea Bayern.
Sure.
Just top a good final.
Sure.
Sure.
Okay. So now we have 4 huge finals that we need to move, and we need to move
One
one
to
into
go.
go.
I'll concede, but I think it should be
No.
Okay.
It's 2018,
No,
bro.
it's
I do
not.
agree.
It's 2018.
I don't
The
think it is.
Bale bicycle kick we will be telling our grandkids about.
To be fair, that
I went ape shit crazy.
The
at
Neymar
that
last
final.
minute goal to seal the title, and then the
Bro,
whistle gets
as
blown
a
at the end there.
neutral,
As a neutral, I think.
neutral, you're getting more hype for 2018. I'm sorry. Like 2015, there's nostalgia in that because you look back and the fucking that was
It's
peak life, bro.
I think
That was
yeah, I
peak
gonna
life.
Say, MSN,
Prime
Prime
MSN.
MSN.
as a
like,
neutral, you're
bro.
not watching any better football than them
You're not.
at all.
No, bro. Okay, but the actual quality of the final, objectively, you are having a better time going back and watching 2018 than you are going back and watching 2015.
think you are.
And nobody could chat shit to me about
I
that.
don't think you are.
I'm
You
dead
been-
serious,
you
bro.
been got cooked, so-
2018 was double the fucking event
I
that
agree with
2015
him.
was.
I think you'll put it.
I get it. There's
for the
so much.
2018 one.
There's
Yeah,
so
go
much
concede.
nostalgia, bro. There's
guy just
so
conceded,
much
man.
nostalgia in 2015.
Hey.
I get that. It was peak life, bro. I remember fucking F2 freestylers cutting a promo for the Champions
What
League
is
final
it?
before that. I even remember the ball being peak. That was peak life, bro. Prime road to Shaw at that moment too. I was playing FIFA 15, fucking running up the Man United FIFA 15 career mode, making YouTube videos in 5th grade. I remember that time. It was peak life. Peak life. And that was a great Champions League final, but it was not better than 2018. You cannot tell me it was. There were fantastic moments in 2015, but it does not compare to 2018.
I think it does.
I think based off his long-winded argument alone, I feel like you have to put it up there.
I already put it there because he conceded.
Okay.
Yeah,
But I'm not gonna
conceded.
concede.
My fucking boy.
I'm
I
sorry.
did
I can't.
concede.
My
concede.
fucking
You could-
boy.
I just can't.
That's 3-1. Yeah, that works.
So much passion in this.
All right.
I conceded.
Snooze Fest.
I was on your side,
I
you
know,
bitch.
I know.
Snooze Fest. Liverpool Tottenham 2019. PSG Bayern 2020. City Chelsea 2021. We Not Here. Real Madrid Dortmund 2024. Real Madrid Atletico 2016. And City Inter 2023. Good final. Liverpool Real Madrid 2022. Real Madrid Atletico 2014 La Decima. And this is so hard to read.
This is in one ear, out the other.
Chelsea.
That's what I'm saying.
Chelsea Bayern 2012. It's for
We'll
the
have the
viewers.
graphic.
It's
up.
for the viewers,
Yeah.
exactly.
The
Chelsea
listener.
Bayern 2012. Then huge final. We have Bayern Dortmund 2013. Madrid Juve 2017. And Barca Juve 2015. And then our GOAT, unfortunately, is Liverpool Madrid 2018.
I think that's a fair list.
Solid list.
That's
It's a good
fair.
It's
list.
a
That's
great
fair.
list, lads.
Yeah.
All right. And that'll do it.
That seals it.
That's
All right. Last thing, quick fire prediction, Champions League final. Go.
Score prediction?
Score prediction.
2-0 PSG.
2-1 Inter.
1-0 PSG.
No. 1-1. No, 2-2. And then PSG win on pen.
If it goes to pens, it's wraps.
It does.
It's
yeah.
wraps.
true.
It is wraps.
True.
They're not scoring on Donnarumma. No shot.
Mkhitaryan skies it. You
Yeah.
heard it here first. Yeah, heard it here first.
We didn't even
Alright.
take it. Yeah,
You just
Lautaro's
hate former United players.
Turan's missing. Yeah, no.
I just thought of it.
None of him if it goes to the pens.
I just hate
but
bald people.
I was gonna make a joke. Probably.
All right. Anyways.
Small boat. Sorry.
Barella
Couldn't
brace.
resist.
Barella. Barella.
We need a small bone jersey.
We do.
How is that not on our? How is that
Oh
not
my
a?
God, we're so
how is that
dumb.
not a moment on our thing?
Oh, the small bone?
True.
Yeah.
Wait. That's such a good moment.
is
Naps
good
is
one.
lost right now.
Damn.
It's okay. I'll find the clip and
Kinda lost
play it for
you.
you after.
Okay.
Chemo joke.
No, not
Alopecia.
not a chemo joke.
Alopecia.
Sorry.
alopecia
Oh my
joke.
god, no,
Sorry.
not a chemo joke. What the
Sorry,
why the fuck would you
alopecia
say
joke.
that?
I mean,
Sorry,
alopecia
sorry.
joke.
End the pod.
End the pod. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this has been. It's not a 6-yard box episode without us going off the rails. Thank you for listening to another episode of the 6-yard box podcast, ladies and gentlemen, for our first 4-man in person in
Of the year.
2025. We hope you enjoyed it. If you did and watching on YouTube, be sure to like, subscribe, do all those YouTube things. Leave us a comment below of your score prediction. If you're listening on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you get your podcast, give us a little 5-star rating and give us a review and letting us know who you got for the Champions League final. With that being said, this has been me, Antoine, Naps, Blake, and we hope you have a fantastic Saturday, and we'll see you all soon.
We out.
Goodbye.
Yeah.